Well, Dan, college football is here. We got big games this weekend, which means you need to be at home, not at some dealership. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle, do that with Fairlease at fairlease.org. Where's their dealership? It's on your couch while you're watching football. It's online at fairlease.org.
It's in the computer.
It's all computer. They're affiliated with the Credit Union of Texas, which means when you support them, you're supporting Texas, and you're supporting football at fairlease.org. You'll get more for your trade, pay less for your next car. We've heard from a ton of people who have worked with Fairlease. They were in upside-down bad leases with other national leasing companies. D&M, they were helping get out of. We've got people on the business side who have commercial fleets that they've gotten hooked up through Fairlease. Whatever your vehicle situation is, before you contact anyone else, give Fairlease a chance to earn your business at fairlease.org.
All right.
All right, we haven't been here for 4 days. We did 4 days on, 4 days off.
Firefighters.
4 days on now. And good morning/afternoon, everybody. I'm Dan McDowell. Hello, friends.
I asked for my audio to be up.
Gosh, bless it. Go.
So
Somebody go.
No.
Is that Jake Kemp?
Who's that?
It doesn't matter. The bit would have hit if...
Oh,
Totally would have hit.
Blake ruined the show already?
Yeah.
You want to say your name, or everybody knows now? Clayton's here. Now, here is not the Game Day Men's Health studio, which we love. We do love Game Day Men's Health. Have you been there this week yet?
No, I will be there tomorrow. Wednesday is my regular day.
For testosterone?
And I think
TRT, they call it?
I'm going to be hitting a little B12 today.
Ah.
Or tomorrow when I go, yeah. It's been a
I did a
lot going
B12
on.
bump. Yeah, no, that's
Football
a good.
coming up.
That'll help you for the week. Kind of get you straight.
For show.
That's a good idea. You're going tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, I do everything you do.
Haircut.
Oh.
Wednesday haircuts.
I'm doing that next week, the day before our game.
Ooh,
I like to
yeah.
get prepped.
I want to be looking tight for Whataburger Friday.
Ah, that's right. We got a lot going on. Anyway, yeah, Game Day Men's Health is 10% off. TRT for life if you just mention the Dumb Zone. I hope. No, it is. It kind of works like it worked for our guy like in Denver and Austin. Just try it. Wherever you are, just see. But definitely at all the DFW area Game Day Men's Health clinics. Clinique.
You're telling me you wouldn't have known that
Garlic.
was shoddy?
What?
Is that Jake Kemp?
That doesn't sound like him?
It does.
Okay. I've been listening to a lot of Shoddy. Made my finally got the intentionality song done that I've been thinking about for, I don't know, minutes. Went through a lot of Shoddy audio over the weekend. Shoddy-o.
Shoddy audio.
Shoddy, audio.
That is coming up on today's program. We have audio out the rear end. So if you like listening to audio on your podcast, that is an audio thing, well, you're in luck, kids. Because we have lots of audio. Because we don't want to do all the talking. We do the advertising. You do the talking.
Did we mention we ran into Daryl and Plano's son at the airport?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think his name's Riley.
Yeah, he does like
He works
some
on,
kind of...
video games or something. Yeah.
In fact, yeah, he was kind of wondering about Blake leaving the streams. Could he do anything to help, perhaps? And people are reaching out, Blake. People are lining up to take your job.
Have at it. Is he going to bring Daryl if he gets the job?
Yeah.
would we-
package deal.
Yeah, we would require that. In fact, for him to even talk to me again.
Should we
has
have
to.
Daryl pick games against my dad?
That would be awesome.
Playing in the fall here.
Was Daryl you do the advertising, he
Yeah.
does the picking?
Yeah, it came from the
Choice or
Tashard
Romo?
Choice Redskins game where,
Is he the one that said he's an idiot?
yeah, well, he's an idiot. Careful, Daryl. Careful. Hey, Norm, I've seen some of your picks at the track. They're not too good neither. Gold.
Anyway, lots of audio on today's program. We also have a sit-in. He is Alec Fedro.
He looks like an Alec Fedro.
Thank you.
We'll talk to him certainly at the end of the program, but Alec is one of the guys who offered, and we never took it up, never took you up on it. I talked to you there, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I spoke a couple times.
You offered to...
Wrap the car.
He was going to wrap his car with a dumb zone wrap with a QR code and all that kind of stuff.
I knew I recognized the name.
Yeah. And then he brought, or I guess, I don't know, was this guy just walking by, Billy?
Yeah, he's walking the neighborhood.
Yeah,
Okay.
I found him off the street.
And he's being terrorized.
So, by the dog? Yeah.
Yeah, can we get a dog sit rep? How are the boys since we've been gone? It's just a lot going on.
I think you missed the cone era.
You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I had a cyst explode on my dog's head, just kind of like your dog.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because I do everything you do.
Yep.
Just shoot you in
Had
the
to
face.
get bukkakied by
Oh,
a
yeah,
dog's
yeah.
bus.
Gross.
And then he was wearing a cone for a couple of weeks. Very sad. Very sad when he's wearing that cone. Just like always, he's giving Blake when he's wearing that cone. He's just always beaten.
I don't
Just
know
not
the
happy.
human equivalent. It's probably like having to put the "I love my wife" sticker on the back of your van or something. Just constantly looking embarrassed.
Matching shirts on vacation.
Oh man.
It's like, hey, don't rip at your infected wound, and we won't put this on. He just can't seem to understand that.
Yep. Yep.
Well, thanks, Alec Fedro,
Happy to be here.
for joining us in the den. Do we? Are we in a Corona knockout league yet? Or in a
Yeah. Yeah, it's not added to the website yet, but it's up and running.
Okay, so let's add it to the website. We have, for the second year in a row, the Dumb Zone Knockout League.
Dun 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 dun.
You know what a knockout league is?
I do.
You ever
I do.
played in one?
No.
Why don't you join ours?
Can
Yeah.
I?
Yeah.
It's Knockout League.
I said that like it's a radio station where I couldn't win. It's
Well-
like there are no rules.
Well, you missed out on last year's. But
Yeah,
you can
I'm in.
You can do this year.
I'm in.
Knockout.dumbzone.com. So you got to pick a game every week, just a winner. Just pick a win. It sounds so easy. Last year, so it's $50 to join. Half will go to charity, and half will go to the winner of the whole pot. Now, I want you to know, if we had our way, half would go to the dumb zone. We're not allowed to do that.
It's true.
We checked. So before you go, oh, these guys are so great for donating to charity, we're not. We were not, and we were hoping to make this a profitable venture. Our lawyer, one of our many lawyers, said, you know what, that's actually illegal. You cannot have gambling on the site, but if you gave proceeds to charity, it will. So then we meet a lot of people throughout the year.
Let me list them all for you.
Well, I apologize. I was going to say Meg Matters is
Meg
one.
Matters, Susan G. Komen, the Sandlot charity.
You could see the ones we've donated to this year.
A listener who had a child who was going through serious medical conditions and needed help. A fire over at TCU at the for the medical students. And
This was to fight the fire, not to.
yeah, we started
Start
a
it.
fire.
Yeah.
And then we wrapped it up with Texas flood relief.
So,
So we donate a lot of money through this thing. Again, against our wishes, but you are helping a good cause.
but you know what? It's thanks to you. It's thanks to listeners like you.
yeah.
Yes.
It's on the website.
It is
Hey,
on dumbzone.com.
Let's spice it up.
Click DZ Knockout.
Let's spice it up. This is more Blake work. We'll let people at the end of the year vote on the charities.
Yeah,
No.
sweet.
We're not going to do that. So, and I guess, Ethan.
Just all of it goes to cum awareness of America or something.
Yeah, so go to knockout.dumbzone.com or go to dumbzone.com, and you can just click up there. Is it on the top thing? The little, what do you call that?
Probably the banner.
The
header.
banner.
Yeah.
The banner. So, yeah, last
Let's
year,
go.
what did the winner – actually, we had two guys that had to split the pot, but they split a pot of 5 figs, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
The pot. So charity's got Charity's got about 15 grand. The winners split about 15. It's a healthy
Our man went to Disney World.
healthy piece of.
Luxury style.
Winner got $17K.
There you go.
We had 740 people.
Let's go.
I don't know how to do math. That sounds right.
I had it written down from last year.
Oh, that probably helps. And then this Friday, we do want to promote that we are going to go to the next event on our calendar is the Whataburger in Grand Prairie. And that is at the Bush and Pioneer Parkway, 9 a.m. That too early, Alec? You don't look like
Alec
a guy that
don't
gets
look
out
like
of
a
bed.
guy who's hammering.
Get up like 7.
Oh, you get up at 7?
Yeah.
Generally? All right. So we're in Grand Prairie, Whataburger, 9 a.m. because we got a new batch of tariffed
It's true, folks.
car trays with the Whataburger logo on it and the Dumb Zone logo on it. And it's Jake's dream as a young boy to be able to do something like this.
Man, I saw a buddy over the weekend at birthday party who got his that day. We were out at the last Whataburger remote, and he's like, it changed my life. I use it every day. You'll find a use for it. Whether it's, working and listening to the Dumb Zone or eating Whataburger. Come get you a tray.
And then Nathan from Silverback Construction said that, let's see, he's buying $250 of $5 gift cards. And anybody that stops in and says that they're there for the Dumb Zone will get a $5 gift card to help you buy breakfast.
Look what we're doing, folks.
You're going to buy breakfast?
That's a
You're
couple
going to have a car
taquitos
tray?
and a car tray, and you've spent nothing.
Yeah.
Other than giving us your love.
Community Mechanical will be there doing something similar. I forgot what he told me. He was
Oh, really?
talking about HVAC stuff.
Oh,
at my
he
house.
thinks he's better than Nate.
Come watch him battle it out.
I
Actually,
would
that'd be
love-
a really good fight.
Wow.
Would be.
Nate versus
I,
Travis. So Travis is like 6'7".
Travis is the logo on his company, Silverback Construction.
No, Nate.
Did I say Travis? Yeah,
Yeah.
Nate. Nate is built like a gorilla.
And Nate is slow
Travis
to the ground.
is built like Greg Ostertag.
Well, he's not gang. He's thick,
Yeah.
but Nate is thicker.
Low to the ground.
It's like a the trunk of a tree versus a.
Let's have a fight night.
Boy, that would be quite a battle.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, we can see that Friday
Yeah.
at Whataburger in Grand Prairie.
Yep.
Get a breakfast burger and watch him wrestle.
Well, Nate's wrestling plenty of people.
How come I don't see that on our? I want to give some of the copy points for Whataburger, but I don't see it here.
Well, it's Friday. Be there at 9. Get a car tray.
Okay.
We'll have fun.
Is 9 a.m. too early for a shake?
No, on a Friday, especially not.
Ooh.
Okay, because that
Yeah, it's
Dr.
basically
Pepper
the
Blackberry
weekend.
shake looks delightful.
And isn't it Labor Day weekend? So
Yeah.
you're already going to be partying on Friday?
So this is just like Cumulus. We all get to leave her at noon,
Yeah.
except
Yeah.
with Cumulus, it's on-air people didn't get to leave at noon. But now we made the rules.
That's right.
So on-air people get to leave at noon. Unfortunately, we have to start earlier. But, that's fine.
Let's party.
I'm like Alec. I'm early morning guy now.
You should tell everyone.
Well, I would like to write an article about getting up at 4 a.m. if I could. Quick hit. I didn't win.
Oh, you PB'd it?
Did anybody do the Powerball last night? It was like 8 million, 100 million. Like, it was the biggest one ever. Or one of the biggest
Powerball
ones.
reaches 815 million after no winners Monday.
Oh, good. Then I can win more.
You can play
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still in the mix. Very much.
I think I didn't win because I let the computer do it.
They're not going to let you in.
So what are the odds that a computer is going to pick the same two numbers in the same day? Because I bought it yesterday. I'm going to use my own numbers for the next one. I'm going to carefully craft.
Zig when they zag.
4, 20, 69.
Yeah, just go all
96.
bits.
96.
Yeah.
You guys think I'm just about bits. I'm
88.
about serious.
That's
This
like
is
a
serious.
Nazi thing. 14.
I was lying there though,
What's
thinking
Baker 6?
Yeah.
What would you do if you won the lottery? Have you thought?
Oh, I've been doing a podcast with TC for 15 years based on the thought. Yeah, for sure. It's all, yeah. I think about it a lot. I used to think about it a lot more because I used to want to, like, buy the station. I basically just wanted to fire Cat. Like, that was my whole thing is if I won the lottery, I wanted to walk in and hang up his phone.
God,
Like,
that's
while
a
he
power
was
move.
on the phone. Even if he wasn't on the phone, I'd pick up the phone and hang it up and be like, clean it out, bitch. I swear to
Well,
God,
you have
that
to
was my
buy
goal.
it first.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but
That's going to take a little while. There's paperwork to get the.
but what's going to happen if I fire him before the sale's complete? He's going to hang out? I don't think so. The message is clear. I'm buying the company. And then obviously I would strip
You'd buy
it.
all of Cumulus.
Well, you'd have to.
What would that sell for?
I saw
A
it.
lot cheaper these days.
Yeah, it's not. But, you'd have to extract the ticket from it. It's the only thing of value they have left. So.
What if you just hired everybody away at double salary?
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like it would be easier back then to do it there, right? Like it's already an infrastructure set up.
Yeah,
It's
but now
the
you got to
ticket.
spend all your everything
I
you've
won
got
the
on the
lottery.
lottery. Yeah, but you're going to have to buy all of Cumulus.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm going to finance some of this. Obviously, I'm going to get help. But the point is,
It'd
I'm
be a lot
coming out
easier just to-
owning the radio station.
To text 20 people there and say, "Hey, I'm doubling your salary,"
Yeah, I don't.
and leave,
Yeah, but I think he wants Adam Bomb too from Hot 93.
and
Like
like
go
a
full Kemp cap.
15-year contract, whatever. Give him a Tom Landry contract.
The point is, I'm in charge.
Not
But
when
yeah.
I win it.
No, I that you asked me.
Okay.
I
What
want
are you doing?
my mom to not have to work anymore.
I would rather
and
hire everybody
somehow
away.
to put Cat in like a homeless shelter. That would be my two goals.
See, the problem with the mom thing, and I know your mom, and from what you've told me about her, you would say, like, she would still work, right?
It would be.
You'd be like, "Oh, my
tough
mom."
but she's never known like truly not having to. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's always been, ends meet somewhat. So it'd be nice to see what would happen if she could try.
How early into the conversation would Chappie say, "Boy, wish this would have happened 20 years ago"?
Like he'd bitch about it
Yeah,
somehow?
kind of. Like,
Yeah.
well, I'm already at the end.
Yeah,
Could have
no,
used this a long time ago.
I'm sure. I'm sure there would be.
Would you
some-
buy him, like, new kettlebells for his roadside workout?
I don't know. What
Like,
does,
would
what
he
does the
still-
man need? All he wants to do is be on our show. It's the only thing of value to him.
Would he
and
still
yes.
take a McDonald's plastic cup?
Well,
Because he has a
my dad is like pretty wealthy. He doesn't live like he could, so he would definitely still
'Cause
be
he does
trying
that
to
now.
get one over on the man.
like,
100%.
From what I understand, when he's on a road trip, he has like one of those cup carriers. He has a Taco Bell one, a McDonald's one, a Burger King one. So wherever he stops, he just walks in like, "Oh yeah, I'm just refilling."
There was 100% of time where that was in play. Yes, because he was driving all across the country, driving, not flying.
Because of cost?
I guess.
And don't forget,
And you're not in control.
don't forget walking in the side door of a hotel to eat their continental breakfast.
That's
too.
still happening. I asked him about that in the last couple months.
Dude. That's wild.
What are they going to do?
I know,
You
no.
ultimately have to ask yourself the question, what are they going to do? And I am like, get mad at me, and that's enough for me to not do it. But if that's not a thing for you, they're not calling the cops over a couple waffles and eggs.
So that's why when I was in Cleveland, I stay at the hotel right that overlooks the Cheesecake Factory parking lot where Baker Mayfield. I had to explain to my wife why we have a Cheesecake Factory sign in here. She said, "Oh, did you get a new sponsor?" Like she knows we've been getting some big sponsors on board. I was like, "No, that's where Baker Mayfield got a blowjob in the parking lot." She's like, "Oh."
You telling me you didn't park the family rented minivan in the parking lot out back and ask her?
And then I start telling her, look, when we went there, like I stay there, I go, we interviewed people there, we did a thing, and she doesn't want to hear about it. But when it's time for like, Mary at work did this or that, like I got to sit and listen to that. I'm telling a really interesting story about
And
what we do.
Has a beginning, a middle, an end.
A lost jewel.
It wraps up, yeah. Lost jewel.
And then lots of Jerry audio on today's show too, if I'm looking at what we got, if you care. But first, What if we do a weekend check? And what if that has a sponsor, Jake? And what if that sponsor is... I kind of wondered if you were going to hit audio, but you didn't. So I'll say Flooring Direct DFW.
Flooring Direct DFW. They're here in DFW. They
Yes.
sell flooring, and they come directly to you. How much more simple can we make it?
They you don't have to go to like a showroom. They have a showroom because they are located in DFW. But, yeah, they'll send someone out to your house with all the samples, answer all your questions. They have a back-to-school special right now. Only with Flooring Direct, 36 months, 0 interest financing, and no money down.
Insane. Absolutely insane. I have some friends, again, I talked to some people this weekend that are moving, and they're like, look, it's an old house, needs a little bit of an upgrade. I'm like, listen, head to thedumbzone.com and hit that promo code because we've got you covered. Flooring for sure. FlooringDirect.com/DZ. 4.8 stars on Google, the best in the business. Hit up Flooring Direct at FlooringDirect.com/DZ and get that deal. 36 months, 0 interest financing, nothing down. Oh, also, as they're doing your floors, they're not going to leave it just a disaster from day to day.
That's
They're
a great
gonna clean
point.
it up as they go. You're not going to be living in some sort of a hellhole. At
They
Flooring
move
Direct.
they move the furniture for you.
Apparently, some companies don't.
Right. No, I got
So-
a friend who recently had their floors done, and she said, yeah,
It's a thing.
She had to pay the movers to come in, and it was a big deal. So go to that website, folks.
Do it if you need floors.
Yeah, I mean, or just go there, just kind of check it out.
Don't go there if you're looking for like adult content or something, you know? That's a different place.
I haven't navigated through their whole website.
Good point. Could be some back end stuff.
Yeah. All right, weekend check time.
I can hop in. We were off Friday. I went and
4 days.
and celebrated, I guess, my 40th birthday
Oh yeah, okay.
with 25 of my closest friends. My wife rented a house on the river. It's not a lake. It's a river. It's Colorado River.
You said it was an incredible mansion.
And we called different parts of it lake this, lake that. But it was. I mean, from the outside, it honestly looked like a lot of the places we do sit-ins. You wouldn't know from the outside. And then in the back, it's built on a 2-story thing. It's got an infinity pool, and then down to the dock, there were 5 or 6 different places to hang out, so it didn't feel like you were on top of each other. It was awesome. It was a great time. My wife, I don't know. I asked her on the way down there, I was like, are you starting to feel like kind of silly about all this? Because she did like a lot. She got me a cake, a birthday cake, a nod to one of our fine sponsors. It's a Lucy
incredible.
cake. Lucy, the nicotine product that I favor. So that was the cake.
She knows you love a little Lucy.
Yeah. She had like signs that, Lordy, look who's 40. And another buddy of mine was also turning, it was his birthday. I guess he was 39, like at the same time. So it was kind of weird. But dude, it was just a bunch of people, mostly with kids, not having to deal with kids for 2.5 days. And it rocked. It was a lot of fun. There was a slide down, like from the dock is 2 stories. And there's a slide from the 2nd story down, but it doesn't go all the way down. It launches you, and it launches you straight. So there's like 5 feet in between the slide and the water. And, dude, it takes one look at that for TC to be, like, in the water. He turns on the water spout that runs the hose to the slide.
Over the slide.
And he just starts bang, bang, just time and time again. And now he's going face first. And he's flying out like Superman. And I'm dying laughing watching him and Soroy just go nuts on this slide like 8-year-olds. It was so much fun. Stupid. Then you take a little break for a little smoke
TC
break
is
or
like an
something.
8-year-old when he gets anywhere.
The water, he's a man of the water.
But he takes out his flying contraption.
Oh, drones. Him and Brevig, my buddy Brevig is a drone guy. We had battling drones the whole weekend. No one respects my
Drone
hatred
guy.
for the zone. Drone, yeah.
Is that sword guy? What is drone
yes.
guy?
Yep.
Can they overlap?
I think that's a great observation.
'Cause
It feels more like,
It's a
I'm
higher tech.
cool,
Yeah.
like legit, but no, it's the same kind of dork hobby, and that's fine. But it doesn't seem to occur to any of my friends that when we're like hanging, like, yeah, we get great photos and videos, but we're like hanging out, passing the J, like, laughing, cool music, and then it's just it's just floating 10 fucking feet away from us. I'm like, do we need that right now? Like, is this, if we were doing like a Bruckheimer type scene here, like, we're just hanging out, and I
can't believe how far drones have come.
They're flying over my house, making deliveries in my neighborhood.
Because I think like 10 years ago or however many years ago, they just had the tiny ones. You can get them in the mall or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 20 years ago, we were only using them to wipe out villages. I mean, that's where these things started. That's my
really?
point about, like, fireworks. Fireworks are now used as fun, but they're munitions, right? Like, that's because we don't blow shit up anymore. Drones, the military or space creates, like, what we're going to use for killing stuff, and then we figure out how to use it commercially and for fun, I think. Drones were invented to kill people.
See, I thought it was the other way around. You invent things for fun, and then the military's like, you know what? I'll bet we can kill someone with that fun thing. I just invented a little mini helicopter. This is fun to fly around. Look, it's a toy, and then the person that invented it ends up feeling very guilty later when it is found out. Actually, you can use this to kill people without even getting near them, and then they
also
feel regret.
possible, I guess.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer style.
Is that how Oppenheimer was?
I think.
All right. Yeah, I didn't see it.
She made cups.
I saw Barbie instead.
Whatever happened with the drones over New York City? What did that end up being?
Or
New Jersey.
Or
yeah.
New Jersey.
It's nothing.
It had to be something.
nothing to see here.
She made cups. The wife made cups. I don't know if you can zoom in. That's got the
I was at Jake's birthday weekend. and-
yeah. That one says like vintage '85, and it's got a photo of me, my hockey gear, Stars gear. She found like a ton of photos while she was doing this.
See, here's the problem.
A ton of them.
Your 40th is before hers.
I know, and it was brought up. Like, I was like, you feel like you kind of did a lot.
The
You know,
bar's
it
a
feels
little
like
too high here.
And she's like, yeah, well, I mean, the bar said hi. I'm like, whoa, what? You did this for you.
Right.
I did quite enjoy it, but I don't know that I needed the cups.
Now you're gonna
people
have
like
to-
the cups. Speaking of hockey, like I said, she found a bunch of old photos. Put the Cowboys Flyers one up there. I'm gonna prove something to you guys. You get on to me because I'm like in love with the Philadelphia sports scene. I've been a Flyers and Eagles guy my whole life. Maybe we don't have the picture, but anyways, it's just a photo. She found a photo of me in all Cowboys gear, Philadelphia Flyers hat. 9 years old. I was already a fan of the Legion of Boom. Michael Rimberg, John LeClaire, Eric Lindros. I've been here. You guys are acting like this is new.
Okay, I'm a Stars fan.
Are you?
Huge.
Since when?
Since the day I was born.
And the last image I want to show you guys is a story my buddy was telling me. So, he's my age, and his dad passed unexpectedly in the last year.
Condolences.
It was tough. And my buddy is his truck is in the shop right now. He's needed some major repairs. It's going to take him a few weeks. And he needed a vehicle. Well, his mom was like, well, your dad's truck is here. You still have it? So he's driving his dad's truck. Now, his dad, I knew him as a sweet man. I'm sure he was always conservative, but like a lot of our dads over the last 10 years, he's turned things up a little bit, or a lot of bit. And so my buddy is now in a position where for the last few weeks and for the next couple weeks, and he drives a lot for his sales job, he has to drive around his dad's truck with this on the tailgate. Very, very large. Enact term limits now. Vote no to all incumbents. Not bumper stickers, like tailgate magnets. And I think my buddy probably is a little bit right-leaning, but he's not like a political guy.
But that might be a good message. But is it something that if you put it on your truck, does that help move the needle at all or move it towards your goal?
I don't know if it does, but he said that people, we're in Texas. He said that people are the opposite of the Tesla effect, like speeding up to him, giving him the thumbs up and like saluting him.
Saluting.
And like, hell yeah. And he's like, yeah, I guess, kind of, huh.
Well, this picture screams Cleburne.
And what is the term limits we're up?
I think this is probably
Because the big man, we don't want term limits on that.
I feel like these are probably old, and I don't know the guy's politics as he got later in life, but he probably doesn't want term limits for Trump. But it's just very aggressive. It feels like a bet payoff.
You'd have to.
I mean, Alex over here trying to wrap his car for free, but
Yeah.
like my buddy said that it's every time he drives the car. Like he's at a stoplight, he's on the freeway, like people are shouting him out.
My Bieber one was a fantastic payoff. Now, there's no audio
The Bieber
component.
back, yeah.
Yeah, but that was an awesome punishment.
And then the other thing, it was actually the same friend. He was down in Round Rock on Friday for something else. And so if you guys recall, I had a pickup to make because listener Grant, who works for Lamb Weston,
Yeah, I thought about this all weekend.
a French fry company, had reached out to me and he was like, hey, I'm in Austin. If you need some fries for your weekend, check out this website and
Is
pick
this
some
Grant
out.
who invited us to his wedding? The Austin dummy Grant?
I think so.
Okay.
So he said, yeah, check out this website. And I did, lambweston.com. You're not going to believe what Lamb Weston is doing with fries these days. So many options. This is not a spot. He was like, hey, meet me on the way down here. Turns out the route we were taking, we weren't on 35 at all. We were back road the entire way. And I'm like, hey, I can't meet you. He said, do you have anybody coming through this way? I said, actually, I have a buddy in Round Rock. He said, I'll meet him there. So I texted my guy and I said, hey, I know you're in Round Rock. I need you to meet my guy at this place at this time. I got something I need you to pick up for me. Felt like it would have been too complicated to explain that it was fries. Mm-hmm. So I didn't. And him and his wife picked up like 6 paper bags for me. And Grant was like, yeah, I got to make a drop in San Marcos after this. And took off.
Did you think it was drugs?
He did.
Okay.
Him and his wife drove the rest of the way.
Now the wife is all like kind of up his ass?
Yes. And she has like a
You could
real
get in
job.
trouble.
She has a real job where that's not cool.
Drive the speed limit.
And then they got there and he's like, what the fuck? And I'm like,
You know how ladies are about...
I'm like, yeah, dude, we needed fries for the barbecue, so I had you pick up seven 2-pound bags of French fries. And I'll be damned if those things weren't getting munched on the entire time.
Oh, of course.
Just keep them in the air fryer whole weekend. Dump queso on them, whatever you want. It's a great fry weekend. I suppose that's it. I spent my business Wednesday yesterday renting a car and taking my son to the doctor. I don't get to do the son to the doctor bit a lot. So you know you're doing that on a business day.
Have I ever taken my daughters to the doctor?
Wow.
Did they make them cough?
No.
I think the dentist maybe once.
I've done dentist 4 or 5 times, but
Could
yeah.
I name my kid's doctor? Absolutely not.
With our schedule,
But
it
my
really
wife
doesn't
also
happen.
was stay-at-home wife,
Yeah. And it's just,
like they should be.
hell yeah.
She was very trad.
Was she?
No, she. the only traditional thing she did was stay at home, and then
And everything else.
Hey, what about why are we hiring the clean lady? That's why. Anyway,
Shout out to Fry. Shout out to the Lucy Cake and my wife and the Philadelphia Flyers. It's a great time.
shout out to Community Mechanical. Let's just give them a quick plug because, I told you last week when Clayton walked in here this morning, he's like, sick. And I go, what? And he was pointing at my thermostat. That Community Mechanical
right.
installed the new thermostat.
Looks nice.
It
I'm
does
gonna
look
hack it.
nice. You can't hack it.
No?
And well, probably you can. And yeah, so I can control it remotely and everything. So that's one of the little things they do, along with like preventative maintenance, which is little. Although they can discover something that, might, kill you. I had carbon monoxide, I think, pouring into my attic. And they're like, hey, I think this is not the way it's supposed to be.
Could have sued you for that.
Yep.
They're HVAC company, and they are awesome.
Yes, preventative maintenance, the key. If you get a new system, you'll get to sit in. You'll get to hang out and just experience the joy that Alec Fedro is experiencing today. Hit him up at communitydfw.com. We've had tons of listeners, including All-Pro Brandon Aubrey, who was hooked up by Community. CommunityDFW.com. 469-667-7290. They'll take care of you. Still no song yet, or I don't know. I don't think 469-667-7290. HVAC on the go.
There you go.
Oh, that was good, Jake.
Good.
So we were off last Friday. The Cowboys played the Falcons, and so I was tied up at the stadium, and I had messed up my first game because I didn't give myself enough time to eat before the game. And in the Cowboys press box, that's a big no-no because they go all out. So I corrected my mistake, got there early, got to witness the carving station.
Oh, yeah.
Firsthand.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
Prime
There's
rib.
prime rib, and you just walk up and they'll just cut you some meat right in front of you.
The Cowboys are known for hospitality for media.
Oh,
For
really?
sure. Yeah, there's some bad ones. Like the Redskins are terrible. The Bengals, I've heard, are really bad.
The Stars, you would get an ice cream bar.
Yeah, and that's cool. But the Cowboys do actually, and if you cover Thanksgiving, you're getting a full Thanksgiving spread.
Damn.
They
I'm
do
excited.
it right.
No, I in a weird way, I always looked forward to, we're going to OU. Oh, I know they're going to have Chick-fil-A. Or we're going to Middle Tennessee State. If we play at 11, they're going to have biscuits and gravy. I look forward to, the press box food. And so...
You got to establish the run.
Sure. So, getting to enjoy the Cowboy spread was awesome. They just... So many different options. You got your carving station over here. You have your dessert bar over here where you've got any cookie you could think of. You've got little cannolis, banana pudding shooters, little raspberry tarts. Over there is the candy station where they've got all sorts of candy, fountain drinks, a fridge full of ice cream. It was immaculate. And I was so happy. I was going to ask you, do they pull my credential if they catch me with a Tupperware?
Okay. I think if it's an actual Tupperware, it's probably not going to look good. But I feel like you could get another type of bag, like a Chick-fil-A sandwich bag or something. Or
You were certainly pocketing a couple candy bars or something. The little things.
I didn't go too hard this time on my first
Yeah, you're
go
just
run.
feel it out.
Yeah, you gotta
and I forgot to mention. So
look for the cameras and the press box.
Sure. So before the game is the grilled chicken and the broccolini and all that other kind of stuff.
Okay.
At halftime is when they put out the pizzas, the wings, and the nachos. And then after the game, they install the taps where after during the post game, you want a beer, have at it.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. But I was thinking, if I just carried my plate of food and put the other plate on top and just pretended like I was walking to my radio booth and then dump it in the Tupperware, I bet I could get away with it.
And a couple rubber bands can help you as well. I don't know how far that walk is, but you crossways the rubber bands over the two plates, and now you've got a little ready-made Tupperware.
I might call Chappie, see what he thinks.
He'd be in
He might have some advice.
hog heaven.
So you're the producer for the national radio broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to pick up Steve Berline on the way to the game?
No, Steve's not doing preseason.
Okay.
So it was Ted and Jesse Hawley again.
That's like the most important game for so many people at the very end of the roster.
In fact, Steve Berline is not doing week 1 either.
Huh.
Doing color is Brian Baldinger.
Wow, you're going to get to break it down with Baldy?
I get to see the fingers.
You seen his fingers, Dan?
Yeah, they're all mangled, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so I got, and he's...
How do you think that works, by the way?
If you have mangled finger,
And you are involved in love.
it might really help.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have a ready-made French tickler there?
There's certain angles that
You can't get
she's
to.
wanting that I just can't do this.
Now imagine Brian Baldy. Never mind, this is your coworker.
Yeah. Hold it there.
You
Hold it
see
there.
here? You see this? Pop.
So the company is
You like
trying
This
to
one's for the pink.
save money And a part of that is not flying Ted to all the games. Instead, they hire a local guy who's driving in from New York. And so they sent all of us who needs a hotel room. And so the New York guy doesn't. He's going to drive in and out. I'm not sure where. I think Baldinger lives in New Jersey. But when asked if he needed a hotel room, he said, no, I'm going to drive over to NFL Films and cut highlights and watch film all night until the sun comes up. And so his personality, it is what you see.
Right.
Like he's just so infatuated with football that he's going to go watch Eagles Cowboys for another 6 hours until the sun comes up until his flight or something. But excited to see him and work with him, and I'll try to book him for the show.
No. Okay, so have you met Steve Berline yet?
No.
Okay. Did you deliver?
Is Berline the one who is losing the room?
Yes.
Comedy?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Uberline takes off week 2. Did you deliver our product to the special teamers?
Not yet.
Okay.
Because I think I need to save that for the team plane.
There you go.
Because I did see Banger before the game, but he's, I don't know.
What's our product?
We're on the field.
Lucy. We have quite a bit of it to
They're
give
hooked.
to them.
They're into it?
Yeah.
They're very into it.
Give them the promo. What's the promo code? Let's plug it right now.
On the screen, lucy.co/dumbzone.
20% off your first order.
For 20% off? Yeah, so the special teamers loved the loot. Like, not Brandon.
Scouting department.
Brandon is
our straight edge.
He's so griffy.
Yeah.
He's the griffiest of griffy lists. By the way, he tells me next week's going to be tough.
Thursday.
He might be able to do game day
Oh, wow.
because it's night, but he said tomorrow and Thursday he has open if we wanted to book him for one of those days.
That
And
may
I
be the
said
move.
I'd talk to you about that off the air, but here we are.
Whatever. Bring them in the fold.
But you're saying lucy.co/dumbzone.
Dumb Zone. Get you 20% off
And
your first order.
it's like got the breakers, the flavor things, all that kind of stuff.
I go with the breakers.
The
They also
nicotine.
have gum. Clayton was checking out the gum. It's 100% pure nicotine.
I love it. It just feels clean to me.
I swear to you, and you guys have seen this. I'm not making this up.
compared to like
I
chew.
have given every single person I've given one of these to is immediately does like the infomercial. Wow, like sparkle. They are better. They just are better. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning: this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Go get you some. Be like the special teamers, the operators. I still want them to take that name.
I am interested to see how it spreads. Like, is Dak doing Lucy by the end of the season?
I'm telling you, because quarterbacks are smashing those nicotine pouches. That is we found out, we heard Baker was playing with like 50 mgs at a time in.
Damn.
Boy, he's my leader.
I know.
Yeah. And then Saturday I had to do some recording for commercials and such in Denton, but I was excited to take Brooks to the Mean Green kickoff event. I had to get some Argyle commercials recorded and PA announcements, and no, I didn't ask either of you. And I never have, and probably never will.
Wait, for the ads they sell on Argyle High School Radio,
Correct.
you have other people record them.
Yeah, Dave Barnett, Robert Coffey, you met him at the Station 222.
You go to them and they record it.
They're all Denton guys, yeah.
And
Dad, you know the
every
internet
day you're with
exists.
us, and we have headsets on, and we have great recording equipment,
We're busy.
and we have willingness. We're like, I would love to be on.
Should we tell them about the time that we were like really trying to figure out an avenue where we would buy spots on it?
But it goes through me.
I
right?
know. We were like talking to the people at the school.
Okay, so, all
I was
right.
like, all right, how do I figure this out?
So Jubb set us up with the guy who sells ads. Did they ever tell you?
I
You
forgot
told
about
me.
this.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did end up
We've
telling
done
you?
this on the show,
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah, we were trying
Okay.
hard.
Well, we do
I
have
mean-
a radio audience or an audience.
That's what I'm
So
saying. Keep going.
we actually tried to pay. We were going to buy ads, record them, voice them ourselves. And yes, now that you tell me this, I do now remember telling you, because the whole holdup was the guy that sold ads is like, there's no way I can keep this from Blake before it gets on the air. Like,
He's just
we
too
wanted
involved.
you to just hit a button to play the spots, and then here's Jake talking about orthopedic associates or something.
No, it's no. I'm the studio. I've got all the commercials, everything. It would have to go through me.
So you drive
Since
to them.
1976,
What's
Orthopedic
wrong with
Associates
this?
has provided all-inclusive orthopedic services and expertise to Flower Mound in Louisville. With 8 board-certified physicians in orthopedic specialties, Orthopedic Associates offers a full spectrum of musculoskeletal care, along with in-house physical therapy
That
and
is
state-of-the-art
2014 Blake.
Dang.
He was 12 years old.
So rather than me do all that, I drive to people with good voices and I get them to record
But
it.
you know about the internet. You've heard
But I
us.
don't want to AI this.
No. Just have them record it and email you the file.
No,
I
because they're
am-
going to do it on their phone.
I'm
and
legit
stuff.
hurt.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd be cool if people would tell me, hey, I heard you on a spot for Argyle football. And
it's just
like, I
it's the
can't
same
get it.
as doesn't want you at his house.
like I would pay him to. We said we were going to pay Argyle football to do it. And he still won't do it.
Anyway, I was excited to take Brooks up there because now that Brooks is of an age, he's very observant, he sees me playing NCAA, he knows who the Green Peacocks are, a.k.a. the North Texas Mean Green. Because he sees the logo and he just, they must be the Peacocks, look at the feathers and the bird.
Yeah.
I was watching Iowa
Tell him how
State.
stupid he is.
No, I was watching Iowa State, Kansas State. It's the Red Tornadoes versus the Purple Lions. So when we walk up there and he sees
What a game, by the way.
Yeah. When he sees the logo, he's just ecstatic. Like, he recognizes the stadium from the game. He remembers the logo. He knows the mascot. And so it was a huge deal for him to be around the Mean Green football team. And so it was pretty funny.
I actually think that is cool. I mean, your kid is growing up in a very unique situation, getting to spend every weekend with you.
He's the Brian Schottenheimer of
For
Mean
real.
Green football.
And just
He's just around it. He's you'll hear later Jerry talking about the osmosis that he's just learning radio from you.
he'll be around Argyle football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder if he's learned how to mash. Is he a good athlete?
He can hit the piss out of a wiffle ball. Yeah.
I've seen it.
Really?
Yeah. It's scary. Blake sent me one the other day where he, waited on a pitch. Like,
yeah.
You know, because that's a problem. Is kids will, the ball
yeah.
goes in the air, fucking cut. It was hanging up. He kind of waited on it, and I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Proud
Pulled the
dad
trigger.
moment. Yeah.
Nice.
And then went to, I told you, I put out this invite. I will come to your kid's birthday party. We went to one on Saturday.
Shout out
Great
to Lee.
invited me. Had a wonderful array of snacks for me and Brooks, and then I took 2 pizzas home. So, all in all, a great afternoon.
Did people ask, who are you, and how do you
Yeah,
know
when
the
his
family?
when his wife
which-
opened the door and said she didn't recognize me, I said, "Is Lee here?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm Blake." "Oh, you're Blake."
Oh.
He had to do some explaining of.
So you had the
why
You
scarlet
this
think?
letter
guy-
right
Yeah,
away.
of course. Go to a stranger to a child's birthday party. It's not like you're going to a listener's party, right? That's something to be like, hey, it'd be funny, invite Jake over, you'll get hammered. That's somewhat normal. You're going to a child's, you're going to be in photos, in the background.
We were front of line for the happy birthday, and
It's so weird.
his son knew obviously all the kids who go to his school and whatever, and then there's Brooks, just a random kid playing with all of them.
He just jumped right in.
Yeah, he loves it.
All-time quarterback.
Yeah.
it's great. Oh.
You want to go, Clayton, or me?
I'll go. I did a little recon for us this weekend. Checked out the Whataburger in Grand Prairie.
Thumb up.
Big thumb up, boys. Got a lot of space. Got a lot of room for activities at this Whataburger.
Was What a Man there?
What a guy.
What a guy.
Get it right.
Some respect on his name, Blake.
What a man.
The only thing that the manager was worried about, and this is right up Blake's alley, we got a little breakfast bunch that likes to meet up at the Whataburger early Friday mornings.
Oh, damn.
Their asses are going to have to move.
We did not account for that. Every Whataburger
I know exactly what
in
they
the
look like, and I
state
know what
has
they're
that,
about.
Has that going. Hell yeah. I think my grandpa used to was a part of a Whataburger
Oh, of
group.
course.
They'll be there for 2 hours.
20 years ago, they were smoking cigarettes.
Yep, they don't let us smoke.
I remember when you were smoking here.
The manager will be happy then because they want people to rotate in and out of those seats.
Yeah. Now, this crew, we may run into a little bit of a beef, but maybe we welcome them on the show.
Are they olds?
They're
Guaranteed.
Is that
Yes.
dumb?
No, it's 25-year-olds
Yeah,
just
yeah,
popping up at
All right.
Whataburger.
Yeah,
No, in the
doing
mo-
their Instagram
UTA
stories.
in the morning, you're gonna get like the older crowd, and then late at night, it's popping for the young crowd. I think Whataburger very popular for the kids. We've heard.
Yeah, so did a little recon, tried out some of the new items at Whataburger while I was there.
Did he give you a little gratis?
Nah,
Ah.
I take care of myself
All right.
on those recon trips. And then to tease ahead, we got another spot coming up, and had to do a little recon there too. They're in Grapevine, little Zavala's Barbecue down the street.
Oh yeah,
Swung by, got some their version of a Sloppy Joe. It's called a Sloppy Juan.
Grand Prairie. You said
Yeah, Grand Prairie.
Grand Prairie. We
Yeah.
got a remote there coming up soon too.
But it's my favorite barbecue place in Texas.
So it's like so we get booked at these places that serve like burgers and shakes and barbecue, and Clayton's like, I'll go do the site check. Somebody, I guess I'll
take the
go
hit.
out there
I'll take the hit.
to this place that just like has a 5-star rating in Texas Monthly for barbecue. It's like, I'll do it.
Twist my arm. But no, yeah, I think we got a good couple of weeks of remotes for the people. So
Yeah, that's right. We got you checking Whataburger and barbecue. Glenn Beck had you site checking coin shows and
no, it was
whatever
rallies.
else.
It was
Rallies.
rallies and
Yeah.
museum spots that he wants to set up.
Life is
stuff
good,
at.
brother.
Yeah. God, I love barbecue.
And Dan?
Well, let me sponsor my weekend check. Qualis Roofing. They put the roof here on the Dragon Den of Inequality. They put the roof on my whole house, as a matter of fact. They are one of our early sponsors, and they are the first ones that ever adopted the we'll give you a sit-in if you buy a roof, which is weird for other sponsors to not give us a sit-in when we buy a roof. But, it's their bit. But when we got the new roof, we got a roofing the inspection. Hadn't had it inspected for years. They're like, oh, yeah, you're supposed to get it inspected twice a year. Really? Never heard of that. But they're like, yeah, you got a lot of hail damage up here, man. I think you can get a new roof. They dealt with the insurance company. They did all the calls, all the back and forth. I never did anything but pay the deductible, and we have a brand new roof. So just give Qualis a try. Just have them out for an inspection. If you do have them out, they give you a Dumb Zone T-shirt. Are we still doing that bit?
Indeed. It hasn't been removed from the copy, Dan.
Okay. I'm not looking at it. I'm just going off the dome.
Off the dome.
This is all like free-flowing, baby.
This is just what
This
you
is
dream about.
This is what I do. Yeah. No, Qualis is great. And they've hooked us up with a lot of sit-ins have stopped in because of Qualis, so they've helped out a ton of people. Don't they do carports and things like that?
Yeah.
They've given you a roof.
Yes.
Anyway, they've done it. How do you get in touch with Qualis there, Jake?
817-500-9008 or QualisGC.com. These are super good people. You can tell. Like, you just talk to the people at Qualis, you're like, oh, God, I get it. These are good people.
Tell them Clayton sent you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
QualisGC.com.
All right, so quick weekend check for me, and then I want to get to Jerry. Did a lot of Jerry listening.
Yeah, he had a
And,
big weekend.
Audio cutting. He was on 2 hour-long podcasts. Also, I watched episode 1 of the Jerry documentary, and I have plenty of thoughts on that, which that's a tease. But I will just say I think it's kind of been undersold because after watching episode 1, I'm ready to run through a wall, punch, whatever. Like when Troy Aikman pops up, and that's the tease for episode 2. I think most of the media who has come out, and I'm going to include you, Machota, I know you, a lot of people just binge it right away, and then they got to report on the whole thing. I think you got to take these in a little slower. At least I'll be able to tell you after I watch 2 and 3 and 4, and we'll see. but it just feels like everybody rushing to watch 8 hours and then giving their opinion on the whole thing has undersold it. In my opinion, at least after episode 1, it's fantastic. So
yeah,
go to
maybe
Netflix.
that's true. I mean, I've heard some like Cowboy fans of roughly my age, and they're like, "How are you not so fired up by this?" And it's like, I mean, you can ask TC. I've got the '93 America's Team NFL Network that's just about that season. It's 10 times better if telling the story of that game. I got it on Dropbox. I watch it 3 times a fucking year.
Oh, really?
And when Irvin tells the story about getting the second touchdown and he seals the Buffalo defender with his leg, and he goes, and then I threw my leg up to shield him from the – they didn't even include that. The point is there's a million versions of all these stories everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's just Jerry pushing all that back up to the front because they thought they were going to win a Super Bowl. That said, it's impossible for me not to watch any episode and not be like, God, that was so great.
Yeah. I didn't win Powerball last night, as I told you. This is on my weekend notes. Also, I watched a documentary, which is a 3-parter. It's about what I call the monkey lady. Have you heard of Chimp Crazy?
Yeah.
This is on HBO.
I did the first couple episodes.
Okay, well, there's only 3.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think I did this.
It's by the
Tonka?
guy. Tonka.
Yeah.
It's by the guy that did Tiger King, but they wouldn't talk to him because they knew how Tiger King ended up looking.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a
So
fool
they
or
had to
whatever.
hire like a beard, right?
They hired like a proxy director,
Yes.
a fake director, who came in, infiltrated Monkey Lady's inner circle, ended up turning her in because she had kidnapped Tonka, and then told him all about it on film. Like, yeah, like she lied in court, she cried in court to say how Tonka was dead. It's a great documentary.
All right, so I have my notes here.
Yeah. Tanya Haddix.
I remember there being a scene where there was a chimp watching Planet of the Apes and getting really pumped.
Yeah.
There apparently are no animal laws in Missouri.
Was it
What
Planet of the Apes or 2001: A Space Odyssey? The beginning where they're
Yeah.
hitting the.
So I think it was her, but I can't recall. But the story was that there was basically one lady who had bred like 3/4 of all of the chimps in America.
Yeah.
Kind of like the SeaWorld Tillicum thing where there was one whale. Like,
Yeah.
they were all coming from one place. I remember that it
Because laws were enacted to stop the importation.
there you go.
So yeah.
It's kind of like the lion or the tiger thing. Maybe a bunch of animals. Nobody wants them when they're not babies. So they buy them as babies, and then there's just like all these teenage chimps that have nowhere to go. And so this lady was, in her mind, doing a good thing by giving them a home and a sanctuary. But it was
a great
mess.
They would jump from her story to, hey, there's this story that happened in Colorado a few years ago where some lady got her face ripped off.
Yeah.
And then they would go back to her, and then they'd jump to another story about a trainer who did it, like, and then it kind of all tied in everything together at the end. It was really great.
Yeah, now that you say it, I enjoyed this. And I remember one of the big issues, Blake, was they would take Tonka to birthday parties. Like, you could just have a chimp come out, and as you might expect, he had like an incident. And
He almost like dislocated someone's leg or something.
Yeah, and like the dad of the kid is trying to rip this chimp off, but it's a chimp. Yeah, that was a crazy story. But I do remember thinking there was a small part of me that was like, I'm never going to know the love of owning a chimp. It seems so much better than a baby. Or a person. Like, it just has like a little...
Because it kind of stays baby-like.
It stays baby-like, and it needs you, and they're fun, but they're not as big of a like pain in the ass. They can take care of themselves
I would
a
think
little
the
bit.
diaper changing would get to you.
Yeah, they show them always wearing diapers. They don't show you changing them. That's a good point. A lot going on out there.
There's so much going on, but really, though, I imagine if you're a documentary filmmaker and you're like, wonder why what that sword guy is like you're going to find there's going to be an interesting thing behind sword guy. And if somebody owns a chimp,
Yeah. Dig
let
in.
alone 100 of them,
Yeah.
same thing. So it's great. As you know, I think I told you this year. It's really inconsequential in the greater picture of life, but I've been on an effort to actually save today's birthdays and today in history all year long. I've never done this, so if today's today in history, I'll go into my files and be like, oh, wow, we missed last year. This must have been a weekend day. Oh, the year before, so I got to go to 2022 or whatever and copy, paste, change everything, and then look for new stuff to add. Whatever. But I just wanted to bring this up over the weekend because it was kind of like a Today in Dumb Zone history remembrance that Blake's been doing. I saw it was like Kelsey Plum's birthday, and my note next to her. Do you remember my note? What's our Kelsey Plum note?
So we have the one from the All-Star game.
And what was that?
That she was anti-Caitlin Clark. That she was
Previous All-Star game.
Previous All-Star game. I don't
Apparently, she won All-Star game MVP, and it was a tiny trophy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it was this big.
Yeah, and all the girls were making fun of it on social media. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
So I just thought that's a great memory.
Yeah.
Of when we first learned about the tiny trophy. Almost like the tiny.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is great.
Are you looking at it?
Yeah, that was a funny moment.
Like a teacup.
Yeah, they all of her teammates were posting it on social media and laughing about it. That's a good note.
Thanks, bruv. And then one more thing. Does anyone else have this problem? So I had to buy forks on Amazon. Like a set of a dozen forks because we're down to one.
Yeah, this happens.
Like
you're nodding.
In your kitchen?
Yeah, everybody's.
I got 20 spoons. I got 20 knives. I have we have multiple of everything.
Now this is good news for me because my wife thinks all of our forks are here.
Well,
every fucking day she's like, "Are you taking a
literally
fork?"
one.
I'm like, no.
I'm like, how did we get down to one? We had 3 last week, and we now have 1. So I just bought new forks, which is dicey because I love my old forks, but now.
Damn, yeah, fork
And
feels
Alex,
like something
you're-
you want to test
Huh?
drive.
I think they're throwing them away. I've caught my wife throwing forks away.
Just obviously
I think partially
with the
accidentally.
napkin and the paper plate or something.
Yeah, but I think part of it's like
I want new forks.
we don't want to. I think it's a level of laziness. Like we don't want to clean a fork, so we'll just throw it away.
Like Allen Iverson and his clothes
Yeah.
on the road.
My kid does that, so I'm kind of wondering if your forks are disappearing whenever the roast
daughters
twins are in
are around?
town. Yeah.
All right, well, somehow over the
Check your
years,
trash.
they've just dwindled, and I finally had to buy it. And I'm like, why forks? Is this unique to me? But you're saying no.
No.
And I'm sure this is something that people that are actually involved in international commerce and stuff. Like I think Kevin, the guy from Shark Tank, is pissed about this.
Mr. Wonderful.
But I bet you just bought forks that are just Amazon forks, right? Now anything you buy, just any basic, it's just Amazon. If you wanted to buy forks right now.
I mean, I try scrolling past the top sponsored one.
Yeah, but usually the one with the highest rating and the cheapest one is just here's a fork by Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I don't like it.
I want to shop at my mom and pop fork shop.
Dude, it is so funny to me. I'll actually do that. Don't order that from Amazon. I don't want to support. I'm gonna go to Walgreens.
Yeah.
Let me get up to the local,
Right.
The local
The little
5
guy.
and dime.
The little guy.
Yeah, that's you're really supporting the local economy here.
All right, well, that's my weekend check. Let's do some sports. Or
Great weekend check, dude.
do we want to do sports, or do we go into a break right now?
Man, you can do whatever you want. What do you feel like?
I feel like starting sports, and then we'll kind of break into it.
Jesus, Blake.
You got a spot you want to do?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Trident Access Services. Now, what do they do? What does this mean, access services? It's about your gate. It's about your garage. It's about how you get in and out of your home.
Oh, access.
Access.
All right, I never really knew. Put it together.
Services? You need help there? You got that? That's pretty
I
straight.
think I'm good with that. But yeah, garage. I know they do garage doors.
Yeah, damaged garage door, updating your home's look. Again, if you're doing like a remodel and you're looking for things that can immediately just raise the curb appeal, make it feel just that much nicer, Texas Trident Access Services, it is txtrident.com. Our buddy Jeremy over there, it's a veteran-run and owned company, 817-512-1212. He's conquered the seas, and he'll conquer your garage door. Go ahead, Dan.
Did you hear? So do you remember the bit where somebody said they mentioned the Dumb Zone and just got 10% off?
Grady Spencer.
Well, apparently they've upped that to make it they put a ring on it. So if anybody mentions the Dumb Zone, 10% off anything that they do for you. That's pretty sweet, right?
It is. So if you've got a crummy garage
What if you
situation
said no?
or
It's
gate,
not that sweet.
this is the place to take care of it. It is Texas Trident. I made this little jingle for him here. 817-512-1212. What the? TXTrident.com.
Why?
Listen.
What are we doing?
You need a break from AI.
No.
You need to chill. You're wasting a lot of time on it.
All right.
The garage door sucks.
So the Cowboys had their final preseason game. Blake was there.
It was electric.
Was it?
We were locked in.
Actually, I say that in jest, but watching Ben DiNucci run out there and throw an interception immediately was hilarious.
It's Ben DiNucci time.
And Ted said that on the broadcast. It's Ben DiNucci time. And then, like, immediately, from the angle, we were right behind the play. It was never there. The safety was there the entire time. He just YOLO'd it straight to him. It was amazing. He hasn't changed.
So what are we doing in the NFL? They signed him last week.
I know.
Just to play in this game. And then they cut him yesterday. Why? So why do we even have this game? I thought it's supposed to be to kind of get you some reps, get you ready for the season, but they don't even want to play their emergency third quarterback?
Yeah, it's definitely busted.
Like, what are we doing?
But I think part of it is they want to be able to get reps for other guys, so they need to have a quarterback.
But they don't
want to play anybody they actually care about.
Right.
And I think what that ends up getting you is bad looks for guys.
Yes. Walking around the sideline, I did hear that the only reason Will Grier played is so they could see some of their receivers in good action. Because Milton is not on time, not in routine, not accurate. And so, yeah, to get Holden a good look, they had to put Will Grier in.
Had a couple bingos from Shoddy after the game.
I think it's going to be tough. I really do. I think it's going to be tough. Why? Because I think we're
Oh, sorry.
Boy, that's a quick one. Tough.
I really do. I think it's going to be tough. Why? Because I think we're a talented roster and we've got some.
So you know what he's saying there.
Boy, I think this is really unique to, like, Jimmy. Because I don't even know if I heard other hard asses say this. But I heard that Shoddy quote. And, again, fresh on my mind. I don't remember what episode it is in The Gambler. But Jimmy's like, a lot of people in the coaching world talk about how cutting players is the hardest thing to do. I don't find it hard at all.
Really?
He's like, if you're not giving me what I need and want, like, I'm happy to cut you. And my dad used to talk like that too, and it would drive me crazy. But my dad was like, I don't have any problem firing people because if I'm firing people, you deserve it. And he's like, and I love it because I'm getting better by firing you.
We should hire him.
It's crazy, but Shoddy's like, oh, it is for Shoddy. I think it probably is really hard because he's like, damn, I went to dinner with this guy.
Yeah,
shot free throws.
Let's see. Another bingo, 2 bingos.
But look, I'm all about family. And I think my family's everything to me. I've talked to you guys about it before. To me, it's 3 things: my faith, my family, and football.
I'm trying so hard to get into this, but Chip and JoJo are coaching my football team.
I think as soon as you walk in the bathroom, you just have that above the door. It gives it a nice accent to the
Listen,
lake
there are
house.
3 types of people. There's a type of people who would never even think, like, to say faith, family, football. There's a type of people, maybe like George's wife, who would hang a sign that says that. And you're like, okay, whatever. And then there's like the ultimate, which is someone who would say it out loud and tattoo it on their body. And that's him.
Yeah.
No one says it out loud. It's a T-shirt.
So I'm going in reverse order here a little bit because earlier in the day, if I'm not mistaken, was that when the Jerry, Michael Irvin, Jerry, Stephen A. Smith, was that Thursday or during the day Friday?
It wasn't Thursday.
Okay, but it was before the game.
Yeah.
So Micah was well aware that Jerry had taken the, Micah, okay, so the whole contract negotiation was escalated a bit by Jerry in the Welcome to Oxnard press conference. Micah took it up a couple levels. Like, oh, you think you're going to negotiate in the press? I'm Micah Parsons. I know new media. I'm going to... So now Micah takes it up and takes some teammates in with him. And Jerry decided, you know what? I just watched this documentary where I was being interviewed before a Super Bowl, ripping my coach. You think you can play a media game? Okay, let's go. We're going to get to that in just a few minutes. But during the game, Micah is clearly affected by this because all the players on the sideline were wearing the Cowboy jersey, even, not active Dak, all the,
right.
Every player was, except Micah. Shoddy has gone to great lengths to talk about this in the past, about how he wants, that's part of the team unity and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're going to all be wearing, okay, but not Micah. This is why this first-year head coach being tossed into this mess as well.
I've said it multiple times.
He has no idea how to deal with regular stuff, let alone this.
If they were going to do this, go with a coach with this level of inexperience. Throwing this Micah thing in his lap is malpractice.
So now, and then obviously there was pictures taken of him, and I hear it was only for 7 or 8 minutes, but he was just kind of lying on the trainer's table. Not a trainer's table though, just kind of like a table. It wasn't like he was getting worked on, or he was just lying there with a disinterested, at the very least, body language. He was acting like a petulant little child, is what I think.
It was a bad move.
I think he looked ridiculous, and I think it's embarrassing for what Micah Parsons... if I'm Jerry Jones now, I'm pissed. If I'm Shoddy, I'm pissed. And the thing is, and if I'm teammates, I'm pissed too. If I'm Dak, I'm pissed. Because Dak's been through this. You got to be a man and play, whatever. But Micah is surrounded by people that are telling him, you're right, everything you're doing is right. This is my opinion now. But I think it was a horrible, horrible thing for this guy to do, especially when you're coming into camp and you're trying to sell yourself as I'm matured and I'm a team leader and this is why I'm at camp. And it's important for me because I went back last night and listened to, again, the Micah / Trayvon Diggs impromptu press conference on the field.
Yeah.
That happened after, the opening day press conference or opening camp press conference. So that's some of the stuff he was saying. It's really important for me to be here as a leader, and I'm leading these guys and blah, blah, blah. So as a leader and I'm leading all these young guys, this is what you're doing for the third preseason game to show how upset I am that this year I'm only going to make $20 million or whatever his paycheck is. He's still making an S-load, and he's still pretty much been paid already enough that you are set for life. Now, is he set for 20 lifetimes? Maybe not. Is he making what the guy across the street is? No, not yet. But keep working, keep playing, and you see. Anyway, you'll hear some of that. But here's Shoddy after the game on Micah.
Brian Todder with ESPN. Micah today wasn't wearing his jersey. Everybody else was laying on the table in the middle of the game. Have you had a discussion with him at all of any of that stuff? Does that stuff matter to you?
Yeah, the answer to the question, no. I was calling the game, so no, I don't know any of that stuff. But
Number one.
Horseshit. We know that.
Okay,
But
I think it's horseshit.
But they all do that.
But if that was true, if I'm calling the game, I don't know what's going on the sideline, then you shouldn't be calling the game. You're the head coach. You should be knowing what's going on the sideline. If things are happening, I think.
Yeah. Well, possibly. I don't know.
He's probably just lying, though.
But also, if he didn't know during the game, like we've seen how the Tad is really good at his job. The Cowboys PR is really good at their job. How many times have you seen like the ticket will say, "Hey, Shoddy, I know you've been coaching. You just sat down. Ozzy Osbourne just died," and he's like, "I know that." Because the second something happens, Tad tells him. Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah,
that the Cowboys were going to.
He's telling him to prep him for.
Well, here's what might be coming up. It'll be like, here's who got traded. Here's what they're talking about.
So they probably told him about Micah, and he
definitely.
He said, "You know what I'll say is I was calling the game."
Any of that stuff, does that stuff matter to you?
Yeah, the answer to the question is no. I was calling the game, so no, I don't know any of that stuff. But again, at the end of the day, we'll look at the film and we'll talk to everybody involved, and we'll have a great assessment of how we did both on and off the field.
That he will be on the field week 1 against the Eagles?
I do.
That's going to be weird.
It's going to be
Because
extremely
you haven't really
weird.
practiced either.
No,
so
I don't.
How effective?
I don't worry about him physically, like I do Trayvon. I think Mike is a dog, and I know he's in shape. But I also know you need to get live reps, especially against the run game, which is already a problem. I don't know where you fall. They all do this, but his Twitter profile says Penn State, and then TBD.
So
he's taken his photo of him in a Cowboys jersey.
He scrubbed his social media of Cowboys,
which is the same thing CD did last year.
And Giannis every time he's coming up, but this one feels, And now there's this other element to this. I don't know if it's going to turn into anything, but it's not going to turn anything because the NFLPA is a joke. But like Darrelle Revis is out here correctly pointing out. Jerry is not supposed to be just flagrantly saying, I only negotiate with the player, not the agent. Like that's in the CBA a no-no. Now, it's going to happen, but just to flagrantly say it, he's giving as big of a fuck you to Micah as he can. Now, to your point, sometimes you don't bite the hand that feeds, and if you do, you find out what happens. But he's trying to punish Micah now. Like all this public, I don't even know the agent's name. I'll talk to him when he wants to call me. That's so shitty. Like a boss should not be doing that to you. But he's doing it because he's like, you tried to test me.
Yeah, you publicly challenged Jerry.
And now we're going to see what happens. And so it is it's a bad spot. I don't think this is a normal, it'll just go away. I don't think he's going to finish his career. I don't think he'll be here for his full prime anymore. I think they'll franchise him and then he'll be gone. Eventually.
I want to play all this audio.
Sorry.
We'll play it right after the break. No, but what I just feel like Micah. Now, it's hard to say this because the Cowboys also caused a lot of problems for themselves. But it feels like Micah caused this. He's publicly saying, I will play here for less. I want good players surrounding me. I will take less than the going rate.
I wish he hadn't said that.
He said that last year, and you said that at that time.
Yeah.
Because you knew that was possible problems were ahead if you say that. Then he does meet with Jerry. Now, Jerry says they were negotiating a deal. Micah says, I just want to talk to him about, the color of the whatever, the paint.
We're going to talk about leadership. I think my deal is going to come up.
Right. And I think that's the reason you want to talk to the boss about leadership is like, I am worth this.
Right.
Massive amount of money, this $250 million or whatever. Possibly. Yeah, and then, Micah then realizes, like, after he has this talk, probably did agree with Jerry. You know what? Yeah, $35 million. And what's going to be guaranteed? More than anybody else? Okay, cool. I'll bet you they kind of walked out, handshake, and like, yeah, this is kind of a good deal. Talk to my agent. His agent talked to him then and told him, what are you doing? You can't do that. Look, Jerry can't negotiate with, don't worry, we'll take care of this. And then, Micah now finds himself in this mess. Now the agent is taking over for Micah. It should have started with the agent. One thing about Dak is from the get-go, people asked him about his contract, and he said to the media, you know what, my agent's handling all of that stuff. I'm just here to play football. He never sat down with Jerry.
He never said
to negotiate.
He also never was going on interviews saying, boy, it's really just about me
The
taking
star
less to,
Yeah.
Dak may have thought that stuff. Hey, maybe I'll take a little. He didn't, but he didn't say it because that sets a precedent. I feel bad for Micah because I feel like he was trying to, hey, I just want to help.
Right.
I like having fun and
But
talking.
then his
and I just
agent's
wanna
like,
help.
hey, look, you didn't do this right. We're going to do it right, and we're going to get you the money that you deserve. And, they've got their thing to do as well because they got other clients out there, potential clients even, and they like to say we've gotten, every time we get a deal, it's the highest deal and sets the market. So if they were to go below market right now, because Micah said so 6 months ago or 4 months ago, however long, that would look bad on them in that case as well. Anyway, it's a big mess. It is a big mess. And the audio is explosive. Let's play that in a couple minutes.
The Dumb Zone. At Flooring Direct, we have meet or beat pricing. No need to shop around. You're already getting the best pricing from us. Rick Renner from the DFW's most highly rated flooring company, Flooring Direct. Whether it be carpet, LVP, SBC, tile, laminate, hardwoods, or granite countertops, we have a price matching guarantee. And many styles we have in stock in town, and we can install yesterday. Well, maybe not yesterday. How about tomorrow? Book today.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
Jake, what if the whole world was just walls and you couldn't see anything?
It would be boring. It would look like the back of.
So wouldn't you want the whole world to be windows?
Why don't we start with the nation?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
One area, one
sovereign entity unto itself, covered in windows, 50% off. All those windows.
That's what we're talking
right
Window Nation, bros.
0 down, 0 payment, 0 interest for 2 years. That's right. Even Alec
you don't even have a
Fedro
payment.
could get windows and
You
pay
don't
nothing
even
until
pay.
Dang, sorry, Alec.
2027. Hurry, Alec. The sale ends soon. I can see you're delaying this a little bit. If you replace all those windows, you'll get a Cowboys jersey.
Hey now.
And a chance to win a pair of home game tickets.
Can you get an Aubrey?
Current, former? How does that work?
It doesn't say, but if you guys want to press me on any more non-existent copy points.
How about a Maffa?
Stash, injury and stash on the squad?
Yeah.
Maffa, maybe. Like Phil Maffa, Window Nation has 96% customer satisfaction rating. So get a fast, free estimate now at Window Nation. 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com.
Tell them you heard about it.
That's very important. It is very important.
The old Dumb Zone. Yes, that's how they track. That's how they know that you came from us. Anyway, let's get back to some Jerry audio. You know what I didn't even mention? And you didn't even mention. You were the reporter on the scene. You're not going to tell me that Brandon Aubrey hit a 64-yard field goal?
I mean, that's just easy for him, don't you think? It was cool to see, though.
It's impressive.
He hit the freaking net.
It's the guy's incredible. I'm reading this book. Where is it? It's called The Inner Game of Tennis. Have we talked about this at all?
Yeah.
Why are you reading that?
Yeah, it's a classic, actually.
Because I was reading another book or an article. Maybe it was an Ethan Strauss article that was talking about coaches rave about this book. Pete Carroll, Steve Kerr, they will give this book to their players to read. So it's called The Inner Game of Tennis, but it can mean a lot to, athletes from all over the place, maybe even in other parts of life. I don't know. But it's kind of about blocking out noise, blocking out the inner noise even that you have with your self one and self two. And as I'm reading this, I'm like, this seems like Brandon would be all about this. And, we've talked before about some kind of self-help books or something that maybe you've started to read and be like, I don't really need to read this. This kind of seems real obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Brandon's like that and doesn't need to read it because that's kind of the way he goes about things anyway. But it seems like he does have, no emotion about him, and just like he's like a robot, and he's just about the flow of the whole thing. I don't know. He's really good.
So did you send him the rec?
Hope they lock him up. No, I thought I'd ask him about it on the show. So pretend you guys never heard all of it when we get Brandon Aubrey this week. Okay, so Jerry was on 2 different podcasts. He gave his buddy Michael Irvin the first crack at it, and a couple hours later released one with Stephen A. Smith. So, doing Michael Irvin a favor, help you get your little YouTube thing off the ground, and then Stephen A. to get the millions and millions of followers that he already has.
And maybe this will become apparent during the audio, but I don't think he was just doing Michael Irvin a favor. I think he was, let me find somebody that'll carry the team's water fully, and let me talk to them. And Mike, Mike just wants everybody to be happy. So he's not going to be like, hey, Jerry, why didn't you do this or that or that? I don't know. It just seems like this is set up, right?
For sure.
Irvin wants Parsons here.
So, in listening to all of it, it's actually like one's an hour, one's like an hour 20 or hour and a half. It's a similar outline for both. The beginning, middle, and end were similar in many ways. And then there was like an overall thing that was kind of similar in 2 ways. And the overall thing was, on both interviews, there might have been some... It kind of sucks that the guy's name is Micah and not Michael. And then he's talking to a guy named Michael about Micah. And then the guy named Michael also will mess up the name Micah. And that gives us a messing up the name montage from both shows.
I don't know any other 3 that's going to be able to get to a quarterback better than Michael Parsons. And what I have offense.
Michael. And please forgive me since the subject is Micah. Okay.
What we hear would it have made Michael? You don't have to tell me the number, but would it have made Michael the highest paid non-quarterback?
Michael came in from Saudi Arabia. Called me from Saudi Arabia. Coming in.
Michael Irvin.
Micah
Parsons.
Coming in when we talk.
But I don't want whatever going on between the agent and to get in the way of our player, Michael.
Incredible.
It is incredible. And I had forgotten, I guess, because you just hear 8 Ball. But I had forgotten, here's something you learned from the Cowboys documentary. Irvin calls Troy Roy. He was never able to, he just immediately, from day one, Roy. When they asked Troy about it, he's like, I don't know.
All right, so I said beginning, middle. That was overall. Then we have a beginning. Kind of starts out the same in both, oddly enough. Now, with the Stephen A. Smith one, I think it starts out with a lie.
The issue is who I negotiated with. I'm standard. I'm operating in my shoes here. I'm the general manager and have been since I bought the team. So I negotiated Herschel Walker. I negotiated all the contracts.
That's right.
Okay?
So I thought, that's interesting. Let me go back and look at the Herschel Walker contract history. He was signed by the Cowboys before Jerry bought the team to a 5-year, $5 million contract, eye-popping at the time, and then was traded before the contract was up.
So
he
I think
did not,
what Jerry's doing there is he knows that the Herschel thing, the big contention point of the documentary, frankly, is who deserves more credit for trading Herschel Walker, Jimmy or Jerry. And Jerry knows that that's out there, and that's what people are talking about. And he's just rushing through that and saying, like, I did the Herschel contract. He means I'm responsible for the Herschel Walker trade.
Well, like I said in the beginning of both interviews, for some reason, Herschel is top of mind, maybe because he just watched that documentary.
This makes all the sense in the world now.
And he works an analogy with the Micah situation. Micah It's kind of like the A-Rod situation when you sign with the Rangers. Do you want one guy for this price, or do you want...
Would you take Herschel Walker over the players we got for Herschel Walker? I know you wouldn't. Herschel Walker wouldn't take that.
That's a good comeback. That's a good comeback.
Herschel Walker wouldn't take that for it either. But look at the double handful of players we got for one player with Herschel Walker.
So he's kind of like saying, I'm going to have to pay Micah this much. I could pay 3 players that much combined. That was what he was saying with Michael Irvin.
That's dangerous. I mean, I don't read too much into it because right before he gave Zeke like the greatest contract of all time, he was talking all sorts of cash about maybe you don't need to have an elite running back to be good in the NFL. So he will just run his mouth to scare people. I don't think they would ever actually trade Micah. Right?
I mean, after this weekend, I don't know. Do you trust them to get an appropriate haul?
No way.
Yeah, probably.
They traded Amari Cooper for a fourth-round pick.
I don't trust them to get an appropriate haul, but I do think that their scouting department and their, Will McClay's operation, that they can do more with picks than most. That guy.
Yeah, if they can get
that guy. He has to fight with one hand tied behind his back and does a pretty good job of it.
Do you want to hear the end? The end of both interviews didn't really have anything to do with Michael Parsons. But at the end of both interviews, maybe each interviewer felt obliged to just ask about Brian Schottenheimer?
Well, first of all, he's no novice. He's not new. He's been in the NFL 30-something years, plus he was raised around Marty Schottenheimer's table and sat there. So he's one of the most experienced people in the NFL you'll ever have.
Okay. So
You'll ever have.
Somehow we're now changing the narrative on Brian Schottenheimer to like he was the most experienced coach I could have gotten.
Yeah. Now
Whereas
listen,
everybody's saying he's a first-year head coach.
Sometimes guys get hired too early. They're the hot new thing. This is certainly the opposite of that because this guy's been around 35 years and no one saw anything in him. Is not the greatest.
Ever thought of hiring him as a head coach. And like I said, that was at the very end of the Michael Irvin. Same thing at the very end of the Stephen A. Smith.
I like the fact that Schottenheimer is going to be running the offense from the head coaching position. A lot of people question that.
I still question
There's a lot to do there, a lot to do. But here's a guy with 30 years of experience. Mm-hmm. Okay, he's been in this league 30 years.
And he's been here, but he wasn't calling plays.
But he has called plays before. But here's my point to you. He had osmosis, sat around the table with Marty Schottenheimer, had all that
That's
going.
fair.
Okay, what we're going to get is he ain't Brian no more. He's the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
That sounds good in his head because I think that's what he said when they announced the hiring, right?
Yeah, and I still don't understand what it means. Do you?
It would make more sense if, like, Brian were a name like Danny or, you know what I mean? It's an adult name. He's Brian.
So let's jump back into Michael Irvin and Jerry. We're gonna time shift. It's like the monkey documentary. We're gonna jump here and we're gonna jump here. A lot of people are saying today's show is a lot like that monkey documentary, but Jerry is defining to Michael Irvin what all in means.
Oh, good. Been a year since I've heard that.
I always know and I always think, and I'm always willing to do what it takes. A year ago, I made Dak the highest paid player ever in the history of the NFL.
That is all the proof you need. So if people are saying, will he do whatever it takes to win? I might say it's scouring the earth for the best head coach that you could find and paying whatever that takes.
Yeah. I might pay him as such.
But his is I will pay the 10th best quarterback in the NFL more than anybody else in the NFL. That is the way he defines all in. Now, speaking of Dak, we've used a Herschel analogy for how this whole thing is going, but I think we're still talking to Michael Irvin here. We have a Dak analogy.
I did that with Dak, and we couldn't agree, so Dak played his last year of his contract, and then we franchised him. And so it's exactly what happened with Dak. And we moved forward. And, of course, ultimately we got a contract, made Dak the highest paid player in the NFL. So the president is handling it like Dak.
See, that's the funny thing. When Jerry says this is the precedent, the thing about Jerry and precedents is it changes every time.
Yes. The
calendar
precedent
change.
is there's no precedent.
Yeah, like the precedent. Micah is probably looking at the precedent, and I guarantee you his people are looking at the precedent of Zeke and his contract.
Yep.
Now, what he didn't do, or maybe he's looking at CD, the CD precedent. What Zeke did was leave. And what CD did was leave, and just they weren't there. The Dak precedent is Dak's here, and so we're just going to keep paying him. Now, it is a risk on both sides. There is certainly a Micah Parsons gets injured and he can't play anymore risk. Therefore, he loses $100 million. And then the risk for the Cowboys is we're going to have to pay him way more than we should pay him. We could have had him at $30 million. We could have had him at $35, et cetera, et cetera. You could have had Dak, in theory, like at the low 20s at one point when he ended up signing for over 30. And then now he's the very highest at like 50 and 60, right? So
yeah. He's
that's the risk they
remaining.
took. And it's, the risk is that the thing is they're probably not going to be able to win. They're not going to be able to spend more money around that player. And that's on the Cowboys. That's their risk. So both sides are taking a risk. And ultimately, the decision will be up to the team. That is the way that this whole thing is set up. Now, the Micah Parsons camp could argue, yeah, but everybody from his draft class, drafted before him or around him who is a good player, they've already been locked up. Okay. But the Cowboys are still willing to take a risk and play this more like the DeMarcus Lawrence situation where I had to, now franchising DeMarcus Lawrence was extremely happy because he was not a first-round pick who was totally wrecking the league like Micah Parsons is kind of thought of as a top 3, top 5 defensive player for sure. But that's just where Jerry is thinking. He's thinking like that. Now, here's the viral moment. We'll start with Michael Irvin because this came out first. But this was the big viral moment. So in Jerry's retelling of the tale, and both sides, I think, tell a tale of they met. Jerry and Micah one-on-one. Jerry's coming out of it with, we have a contract done. And then he's going to call the agent and tell him that we've worked out a deal. So that's what he's telling to Michael Irvin here.
When we wanted to send the details to the agent told us to stick it up our ass.
Oh, wait. Now, see, I was
just so you're clear.
Wait. What do you mean? So wait. What do you mean? Because people are going to ask.
Mike and I.
Okay, so
I can't believe, by the way, when I saw this coming out, I think it was Jane Slater first, but it's remarkable to me that there are people that feel they need to be like, spoke to the agent. He never said those words. Like, do you not know when someone's speaking colloquially or you paraphrasing? Like, have we gone this far?
Jerry is going to change it up a bit for the Stephen A. interview, and he'll get more in detail on it.
Jerry, can I have your cell number? Mm-hmm. I don't ever give anybody my cell number.
This is how it started even before they talked.
I'll give you my cell number. We negotiate. We go back and forth. We come through. We go the next day. We negotiate, get it all done. I get a call. I don't want you to call me anymore. Micah, don't call me anymore.
He said
so
that to
we
you?
haven't called.
Micah Parsons said to you, I don't want you to call me anymore.
Don't call me anymore. Don't call me anymore.
After calling you.
That's correct.
And igniting a negotiation, he turns around and exchanging numbers
and negotiating. Don't call me anymore.
And then he called you back and said, don't call. I don't want you to call me anymore.
The agent calls. He says, we need to start a negotiation with Micah. Guy says, well, we have negotiated. We'll send you over the deal. Proverbially, just keep it. I won't tell you where to put it. but just keep it. We're going to start a negotiation. Okay? We've had the negotiation, period.
God, this is insane.
That's where he softened it to say, proverbially, he told me where to put it. He didn't.
Yeah, I mean, what if the guy said F off? It's the same thing. You know what? He was just saying no. But then I find it annoying that the media is like, we spoke to David. He never said that.
Right. So this is where, though, I'm contriving the whole, okay, so Micah calls him back and says, hey, I can't talk about this. Don't call me. That's where Micah realized he was in over his head. He's been admonished by his team to, hey, you shouldn't be in there having a meeting with him. That's for the big boys here. Now we got to go clean this up. So Micah has to call him and say, hey, let's not talk anymore. Jerry's thinking I already did talk. Now the agent's like, no, we're starting now. We'll start with those numbers. And I can kind of see Jerry's side of the story on this. I hate to say this because I like to be, very labor, very pro-labor.
Well, I guess the pro-labor part I would just say is, what's the point of any of this? You're saying they're mitigating risk, like a couple $1 million? Like, you know what type of player this is.
Yeah.
You know what he is. You know that he's going to provide you the value.
Yeah, but I also know now that he's a petulant little baby
year.
That's going to lay on a table if he's not getting his way.
Okay, well,
do I want to give that guy $200 million? I don't know if I do.
Last year when the season was falling apart, there was really no reason to come back. He did. And he went out there and was incredible. He was maybe the best defensive player in the league in the back half of the year with, 11 sacks in 10 games or something. He didn't have to do that. He showed up at camp. And I think that was obviously now a massive mistake, but I think he did it because he thought it would be the thing to do as a leader. I'm not going to sit here and say that the guy's like fully mature. I think he's trying to keep everybody happy, and it put himself in a really bad spot. But I also don't understand why they can't tomorrow just say, we're going to give you 4 years at $37 million and we're going to guarantee X amount of it, and it would be done. They like to put the screws to people a little bit. And that feels like all this is that he didn't kneel before the throne. And so now they're going to make him pay for it a little bit and rub his nose in it. And that doesn't seem like good business to me. It feels personal. All of this feels personal. Against the agent, between Jerry. You know, when Micah was talking about their other guy in the front office, I think his name is Adam, but Micah calls him like, they called their little errand boy.
Yeah.
So they're all talking shit.
Yeah.
And it feels personal. It doesn't feel like good business to me.
Here's Jerry's public message to the agent.
And we've got it done. And if the agent wants to finish up the detail, which is should, and do all the paperwork, he can do that. And we're ready to go. But as far as the amount of money, the years, the guarantees, all of that, we've negotiated that.
Guarantees.
At least that's his public posturing. He's been laying this out there as well.
Now, I am the cat that writes the check. Okay? Now, Micah's got 3 years with the Cowboys left. He's got 3 years. At some point, somebody has to have the say over the other. At some point, it has to be that way.
It's always Jerry.
My job is managing the check. Okay? Micah's got to do the playing. Where's the least important part of this whole equation we're talking about? What is the least incremental part of the whole equation? The attorney or the agent. Okay? He works for Micah.
I mean, he is right there. Here, he wants to tell everybody why agents are bad. We've heard these things before.
So many times in this industry, you have a different agenda going on with agents. A different agenda. They're playing me. Are agents incentivized to not only get the most of that player,
ripping and running,
but they're trying to get what? They're trying to get other players because they got a high agenda for that player.
Right.
That's their incentive. Okay.
Yeah, but Jerry's incentive is to rightfully get the most amount of production for as little money as possible.
Yeah.
So it's just natural. Odd to me that he's still fighting this tidal wave of like, boy, it's weird these guys want representation. You know, these individuals with zero financial literacy tons of hangers-on asking him for this and for that. Why do we got to get an agent involved? Yeah,
but I
don't know.
say,
I like talking to the uneducated ones, not the ones with college degrees. That's basically what he's saying. Don't bring smart black guys around here.
For sure.
It's way easier with the other ones.
Micah's problem is that he started with himself.
Yeah.
You have to start by saying, I'm uneducated.
Let me tell you something else. Speaking of Dak, I
start here with just deal with the agent. I play. I don't know how to do this stuff. I just play football.
Let me tell you.
Micah, though, sees himself as more of that.
There you go. And that's the problem. You can't be doing a podcast every week when you're in the news and not make comment on it. Dak didn't have to lay off of his contract talk on his podcast that week because it doesn't exist. So to the, maybe middle ground here of establish the run guy who's like, I want him to hit an attack on dummy. Why does he have a podcast? And it doesn't matter, man. Like he shows up at work. The reality is it creates some very awkward dynamics because he's taking questions from fans and he's chatting and he's live. And if his contract is in the news, that's a problem. Dak can easily say, my agent handles it. Whereas Micah knows what every player's making when all their contracts are up, and he's out there talking about it. That puts him in an awkward spot. Just be boring like Dak, I guess.
Yeah, you can see the team points just on the. It's kind of like Dirk when he took $22 million instead of he could have taken 24, and then got a lot of positive publicity that he took less than he could have. That's how much he cares about the team. We didn't take $2 million and let him, and it feels like that is kind of the. We're all guessing because we weren't there in this meeting, but I kind of feel like that is kind of Micah's mindset is, I'll take a little less than, I don't have to have the highest paid ever. Want to be fair, though. I'll shave a few million off of that, sure. But I do want players around me, and I want that. They had that kind of a talk. And then the agent, I do believe their agenda is, no, we're going to get you the most. Look, did Dak take a discount, Micah? No, he didn't. Why are you going to take a discount?
You really trust them, the Cowboys, to go spend that money wisely? That's the first thing they're saying. Look at all the other guys they've let walk.
And so, again, I do put a lot of this at Micah's. Now, the Cowboys might still be doing this if Micah had let off with the agent, but at least
he would look better.
It wouldn't be public. It would just, again.
He's not laying it down on a training table in the middle of a game.
If you handle it like Dak, you handle it like Dak did. I hate to say that was the perfect way to handle it, but it was. It was the, hey, my agent handles all this stuff. I don't know. I'm here to talk about football. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
He's boring, and Micah Parsons is anything but boring. So it's a weird bit in that we as broadcasters and even fans, you want personality. You want guys saying stuff. You want fun. And then we got a guy. It's kind of like some of the people that, I want a non-politician to come in here and, but not this one, though. It's a big mess. It is very fun. It's exciting.
Yeah, it's great.
Will he be playing Thursday? I don't see how he can be. Media reports say he was not at the portion of practice yesterday that was open to the media, but that he was in the building.
Yeah, because I saw Clarence tweet out that he wasn't there for the portion of the practice open to the media. Sam Williams Sr. simply quote tweeted that with cap, which is a modern term for bullshit.
So every media, because I saw like 4
This is
media
my football
members.
team. This is what we do.
I saw 4 media members. So they're all like, if I'm on Micah's side, I feel now publicly.
Yep.
Like, should Sam Williams be the kind of guy, like Trayvon's been paid. Should Sam Williams kind of lay low a little bit here? Do we need you publicly?
Now, have you
is
tracked
this keeping it real went wrong?
Have you tracked a whole lot of the Sam Williams history? That thinks keeping it
Isn't
low
he the guy
key
that
right now? Is
Jerry was joking that he's
Yeah.
going slower now?
Yeah, he's a wild card. He was drafted in the second round by the Cowboys.
So any second round pick is always the high risk.
I mean, it's got
but
a
high reward.
serious track record of them taking those types of shots, from Jalen Smith to Tristan Hill to Randy Gregory, on down the line, man. There's a lot of them. Boss man, fat, Kelvin Joseph.
How's he doing?
I don't think he is.
No.
He's out of the league?
I think so.
Are
Did he get
final
arrested
cuts in
again
yet?
recently? Yeah. Yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought today was the final cut down day.
No, you're good.
Okay, so Mozzie's still there, and
Mozzie's still there.
Deuce just got waived.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so it wasn't the final.
You can get. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Well, Shotty had indicated there may be some surprises, and I don't think there really is any. Now that Deuce has been waived, now I say it was a surprise to me that he was actually on the team still.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you watch him. It's not going to work. It's very obvious that it's not going to work. Maybe he's a coach, right? He's going to be a coach. He'll be on the practice squad. He'll be a coach
at Kansas State.
Yeah, no, not here, but he's done.
You guys want to do some news?
Yes.
Brought to us by Early Bird CBD. Early Bird CBD is it's got THC in it.
The real deal.
And you can get it mailed to you from Early Bird CBD.
Earlybirdcbd.com. We have a promo code for you, and it's a new one. If you use the old one, you can use the new one. DZ20. That'll get you 20% off. Stock up. I don't know if you guys are following the news. They have sessions. They are special. They vote. I don't know. But you can get 20% off your whole order right now.
Today.
That I can guarantee you.
Yeah, today.
DZ20, earlybirdcbd.com. Not for you if you're taking a drug test. Yes, for you if you're looking for the perfect little dose. Mild buzz, nothing overwhelming. Maybe you're easing into the evening. Maybe play a little golf. Or they pair well with golf. Early Bird.
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
Most vices pair with golf.
Yeah, was that silly?
Yeah.
Get that hot chick out of here. I'm not crossing my vice stream.
I don't want to gamble today.
Absurd. I'm already drinking.
Go to the links.
Jesus, what does this guy have? Cocaine? Doesn't he know I'm already drinking beer? Couple quick ones here. Elderly couple in Garland got scammed out of $25K. Woman of Frisco, 22-year-old woman. I should have put the picture in here. Her name's Jessica Bahu, B-A-H-U. She's got a lot of lip filler. Probably could look hot, I'm guessing. But oddly
she's
enough,
20 and she has lip filler?
22.
Those are some big lips.
Yeah. What's interesting here, though, is I'm not sure how much her physical appearance actually played into this.
Kind of a mugshotty.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
The victims told the cops they got a phone call from someone claiming – the sit-in just got up and walked over. Claiming to be from Chase.
Aaron, did you want to...
This is interesting.
Okay, you got it?
They got a phone call from someone claiming to be, quote, from Chase and the FBI, who are commonly known to be working with a single agent.
Real go-getter.
The caller convinced him to take out $25K in cash and bring it to them in a remote parking lot where she was waiting, and identified herself as an FBI agent. And they just gave her the money.
Kind of. Can we victim blame ever?
Well, you know what I'd like to do?
Like,
I'd like to know how old the olds were. Actually, they're listed here, and I'll tell you. Because I do feel like when you say elderly, it's like with had underage sex or something. You know, like 16 and 4 are not the same. 65 and 95 are not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this case, we're talking 80 and 77. So right on the line of should you be able to be convinced with one phone call to get $25,000 out of your bank and meet somebody in a parking lot? Like, this isn't Edward Snowden here, guys. This is just some hot bottle service waitress in Frisco who's like, what if I try calling old people? Yeah, let's victim blame. They shouldn't get their money back. How about that? Is that what
Yeah, no, I don't know if that, but, like, you really think that someone's going to want you to get $25,000 in cash?
From the FBI.
And Chase.
I think it's also
like there's no
probably an indictment of your family situation. It's sad, right? Like if you should. It's sad if you don't have a family
have somebody
member
to talk
call.
to, or
they don't want to do that.
You're embarrassed?
Yeah.
Would you call the cops just to say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" I don't know. It just feels like it'd be very difficult. First of all, it's probably hard to get $25,000 in cash. I remember trying to get $1,000 for the TC hog bet. I mean, that was easy, but we had to get ones. That took a while. But
It seems like they had to jump through a few hoops, and then they met her in person, which is the craziest part of the story to me. I feel like at that point you're like, okay, what are we doing here? 29-year-old man in Dallas was killed in a hit-and-run crash Saturday morning, Friday night, Deep Ellum. I'm telling you this story because
I thought Deep Ellum has the things up now.
Just wait. So if you're not that familiar with like the end of Deep Ellum by the freeway, which I don't think these people tried to cross the I-35 ramp, I-345 ramp right there that is the end of Deep Ellum where the freeway starts.
No, let's victim blame again.
Yeah, it was a group of friends. They walked up Elm Street to call an Uber right there, and then the sidewalk ends, and they decided to cross the exit ramp.
Yeah.
So as we went across the street, as soon as we did, a car came out of nowhere down the exit ramp going extremely fast, like they will. The group made it safely across the street, but the driver swerved and jumped the curb onto the median. You can see images of this in Fox 4's story. And then when it hit that median, it hit a guy and sped off. 29-year-old guy killed him. Now, this guy was with a group of friends walking from a comedy club in Deep Ellum where he and they had just performed. And he is listed as 29-year-old comedian Henry Cruz. So,
any of our buddies know him?
I didn't ask. But the bar I feel like we now know is low. Like if you go show up at a comedy club and do an open mic and you get killed. Because we always wonder, like, how are they going to talk? Are we even a big enough deal to be like local entertainer or something? Or would it just be local man? But if this guy can just show up at a comedy club, do a 5-minute set, and now it's like Dallas comedy legend passes away tragically. Do we all just exaggerate our hobbies and death? Like, boy, he was an avid fisherman, and he went like twice a year.
Yeah.
It's like you and Superman. Guy just loves Superman.
Yeah, will that be what will be on my thing?
Oh my God!
Local radio.
That sign from Fargo.
Superman guy.
The fish sign from Fargo.
What? Everyone else was wrong and I was right?
When you're right and they're wrong, will be. If I have anything to say about it.
Thanks.
In the White Rock area, Lakewood area, a woman is in serious condition after a large tree fell on her passing SUV this morning.
Damn. It's pretty unlucky.
Yeah, dude.
How fast does a tree fall?
That's a great question, Alex.
Swerve out of the way.
Yes.
Dan and I aren't hitting that tree.
Down power lines, more than 100 customers out of power. But yeah, you're driving, and then tree falls. And then next thing you know, you're the governor. Man, I got one I want to end with. So let's see how we want to stack this. Southwest Airlines now has a new policy for customers who need multiple seats, as they call, quote, customers of size in their policy.
I saw this.
That feels so Mike Reiner. And we've got some passengers of size. There will be 3 requirements that plus-size passengers must meet in order to qualify for a refund for a seat on a flight. So the way this works is, and maybe you can tell us, Clayton. I'm sorry, I don't know. The policy for customers of size required them to purchase 2 seats when booking a flight and then ask for a refund for the second one after they travel. I guess, like, if they ended up not needing that seat. But you have to buy 2, and then after you travel, apply for a refund. Now, that's not how it's going to work. The refund request must be made within 90 days of the travel day. The flight must depart with at least 1 open seat or with other travelers who have space-available tickets. It can't be a full flight. And both seats must be purchased in the same class. That one's interesting because I think they were trying to split them up and get a refund on one. I didn't know that this was like a whole game. That this is how it works if you're in the big person game. You have to apply to get refunded for that ticket.
I don't understand how they get a refund if they need the 2 seats. Because they're all
I think
big.
they give you the refund when they don't need the seat. Like,
or do you buy 2 knowing that no one can sit next to you, then you just treat it like a rebate? That way they don't overbook the flight?
Yeah, that probably sounds right. Yeah. Still, though, I'm a little confused on why they would feel the need to refund you. Oh, well, someone could clear this up for us. Absolutely insane story in Richardson. What do you guys know about the bounty hunter game? Outside of being the dog, the big bad dog, the bounty hunter.
There's no rules, right?
Feels like there's no rules.
You can kind of...
We have a story of a man in Richardson, a 22-year-old man. His name is Hussein Al-Sadi. His family immigrated here, I believe legally, as reported by the news, from Iraq in 2012, facing some serious oppression over there. Like his dad's brothers had been kidnapped and murdered. They come here. 22 years old. He's an aspiring barber. He lives at home. He's given a haircut in his garage to somebody. And again, his name is Hussein Al-Sadi. U-Haul van rolls up. As he's told the police, 3 armed black males jump out in tactical gear, throw 2 stun gun grenades, train ARs on him and his family, and they told him, you're under arrest, or we're bounty hunters. You have a bond, or you're wanted for a capital murder charge and terroristic threats. And they bound him. And the upshot of this story, as you can probably tell, is this was a different Hussein Al-Sadi than the one that they're looking for, who the U.S. Marshals and State Department had the bail bonds who hired these bounty hunters called, could have told you that guy fled, ironically, back to Iraq in 2024 after making terroristic threats and an attempted murder charge. So this guy is just cutting hair.
So now does the bounty hunter get charged with something?
All 3 of them have been charged with kidnapping and murder.
Murder?
Yeah. Or, excuse me, attempted murder, I think was one of them. For one of the guys who had, you can't just point a weapon at somebody's head and threaten their life. Like, that can turn into an attempted murder charge. But Fox 4 did a great story on this. They talked to one member of the bounty hunter team, and he's like, look, this is our job, okay? So this bail bonds company called us, provided us with this dossier of research, provided us with photo evidence. There was a 97% facial recognition match, which incidentally makes me feel a lot less racist. The computer also thinks that if you throw various minorities in front of it, it's going to get it wrong too. So this guy's like, this is our job. We didn't do anything wrong. What they did was, the guy's like, it's not me. This is insane. They called the Richardson police. The Richardson police brought out a mobile fingerprinting unit. And this guy's talking to Fox 4, and he's like, there's a circle of people around me, 3 bounty hunters, the police, my family, his mom, his dad, his brother, his special needs sister, and they're just waiting for these fingerprints to come back. And as soon as it says it's him, these 3 guys hop in a U-Haul, ARs and all, and drive off. And that's it. Except for now they're being charged.
So it's like the company should be charged.
Yeah, and Fox 4 was not able to get a hold of...
Or maybe it's like these people shouldn't really be able to do this.
Yeah. The company is called... the bail bonds company is called the Clandestine Group.
Of course.
And they wear, like, sick-ass, like, strike team skull jackets and shit. And the bail bond place is called Brigham Home Bail Bonds. Kind of a Brigham Young, Brigham Home bail bonds.
That's pretty sweet.
They say, look, we had this facial recognition, we had this AI tool, we had all this research. They told us it was the guy, we go get the guy. Now I want to play a new game here on the news.
Okay.
Called Who You Gonna Trust? So there's a great piece on Fox 4's website if you want to go find it. They interviewed 2 lawyers. One lawyer for the bounty hunter, the Clandestine Group, and one lawyer for the victim. We're going to play Who You Gonna Trust. Throw up the bounty hunter's lawyer first. You can see here we have a younger man with 2 gold rings, 2 diamond stud earrings, a finely manicured like beard. He's Asian, but that's incidental. He's just a really hip-looking guy. He's got gel in his hair. He's doing the thing where he's like, and I'm going to tell you one thing, and does the thumb, and a second thing.
That's a good observation.
Yeah.
Ooh, thumb is one.
Thumb is one.
Yeah.
I'm cocky, okay?
Damn.
This is the first thing.
Because I'm
So
index
spot on.
finger one guy.
Yeah.
But thumb one.
Cocky. So
Thumb one means you're going to probably use all 5.
Yeah, I'm going to get there. That's the bounty hunter's attorney as we play Who You Gonna Trust. Let's look at the victim's attorney. Not sure either. We got a squared away looking guy, but he looks nervous as all get out. We have Damon Matthias, the attorney for the accused, the victim, and he's like, I don't know. At least I don't have chains on.
That's a bad still.
I did him dirty.
Yes. His mouth is weird.
Well, by a nose, I'm going to take the victim's attorney in today's edition of Who You Gonna Trust.
And I
Just because
trust
I can't see his jewelry.
He's standing in front of a painting. I don't know why that helps him.
It does help him. I love the tweets when you see like somebody post their lawyer and they're like, I'm going to jail today. And it's just some guy with, like way too cool of a suit. We're going to go international for this one. Okay, I swear to God this is not made up. There is a website in Italy that is being shut down. There were 32,000 members on it, and it is being shut down by Meta for violating our adult sexual exploitation policies. This is a group where Italian men shared intimate images of often unsuspecting women with thousands of people online. The group was called the Mia Mowgli Group, which of course simply translates to my wife.
Oh, really?
It's just my wife and Italian guys.
Mia Mowgli.
Italian guys posting pictures of their hot, unsuspecting wife. And
boy, that should be legal.
I know, right?
It's your wife.
But what
I
about?
thought we're allowed to do whatever we want with them.
That's Trump's thing, right? You can't rape your wife. Didn't his lawyer make that case
Has he?
during Marla Maples or something? But yeah, I mean, some of these were, again, unsuspecting, sexual, like could be revenge porny type stuff, but. If you're saying that we could have some sort of I just love my wife so much that I can post her banging nudes for the boys to check out rule in marriage, like I'm not going to shoot that down because I love my wife and the boys.
What about a nice burst in while she's on the toilet?
That's really weird.
Just a You don't got to get a picture of any of the excrement or anything. Just a picture of her. Like, would she get mad? Let's all try that.
Yeah, I mean,
let's all try that.
Is
like
that
just
the
walk
sticking
in
point? If the excrement is in the picture, that's the bad part.
No, you don't even need to get any down low. It's just her on the toilet, and she'll be very upset. Try it. Try it at home tonight.
Okay.
I got another weird one from the internet and from Europe for you. When we first started this whole thing, Blake was like, the whole thing is going to be about kick. If we're not on kick, we won't make it.
They paid you by the hour. It was kind of interesting.
Plus, the percentage is much better, you said, than Patreon or
yeah.
Substack?
I don't know.
Against all odds.
Or Twitch. Much better than Twitch.
Kick
it was going to beat Twitch.
Is still around. And I think one of the things it has, much like the Outback, no rules, it seems.
Like the Bounty Hunters.
So there's a streamer. He is known online as Jean Pormanove, or Pormanove. Do you know this guy? He died. Now, here's a tricky thing. This guy's bit was to get tortured on Kick.
Kind of like there's a Black Mirror.
In live stream broadcasts, viewers would egg on the streamers as they conducted acts of violence and physical and moral humiliation.
That's absolutely a Black Mirror episode, one of the recent ones.
He had more than 500,000 followers, 15,000 people watching live on average.
And because they give tips and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back in January, some French officials had arrested and detained 2 men who were beating the shit out of this guy on a stream.
But the guy was doing it willingly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying, beat me up.
And
for the money.
They then interviewed him, and they're like, you're a victim. And he says, I'm not. I'm here to stage and create buzz to make money, and I'm making about $7,000 a month.
Go, girl.
But so he died being tortured?
Yeah. Yeah.
How?
It doesn't say exactly. It doesn't say. Probably a matter. I mean, you know, I probably could have figured it out by looking online, but they're just saying as a result of intense physical violence. You had a heart condition? Okay. That's not the game you want to be in, I would think. Also, like, probably everybody has a heart condition once you get put in that spot, right? Like, oh, man, yeah, my heart's, like, super healthy. Okay. Now I've got 2 guys torturing you. Like, I think we're going to find out if the ticker's struggling. But, yeah, crazy story.
You still won't watch Black Mirror?
You know, I'm open to it now. I'm open to a lot of stuff now that I wasn't before.
Pegging?
I've always been open to that. You have to stay open to that. But, you know, Black Mirror, when I was, like, kind of effed up in the head and not feeling great about myself, that's just not really something you want to add to it. Like, because that show's very real and honestly very realistic. And probably, if you think about it, we should all be, like, joining hands and walking into the ocean and ending civilization. The whole thing is fucking cooked beyond means. We've outstripped our biology, right?
I thought you said you used to feel bad.
But that's why it's better off not to think about that and to just, you know, grab an early bird and a donut and watch some football. That's the news today.
Do we need to have donuts for our football parties now?
I'm not against it, man. I eat so much fucking cake over the last month. I've had a real big month. I have, dude. I just now I want donuts. And him talking about the Cowboys spread up there.
Remember
it's dangerous,
bricked up
man.
earlier. Play
Remember that one guy? Oh, you're done?
Yeah. What
Remember
one
that guy that was telling you
the
Oh yeah.
alcoholic can't have sweets because that's just blah blah blah.
Yeah. Don't sleep either.
If anybody was ever in doubt, look at the bottom corner of this picture of Jake.
What do I got? Pringles?
You got some Pringles and it looks like a Snapple.
I was so proud of this picture just because you can see, yes, I'm committed to the Cowboys.
That's little kid Jake.
But at an early age,
I had
wanted
those
to be
sheets.
a Philadelphia Flyer. They played a different brand of hockey. The fans were crazy. Bullies on Broadway.
So how many years? You got a couple years to plan your wife's 40th now? Like, I feel like you've got to start now. She has put the bar way too high.
I have to, leave the country.
You have to...
take her...
Yeah. Yeah. And this little bit you're doing here is not helping.
Well, hopefully you can
it's
get
only
divorced.
fair. I mean, she put a lot of effort into your party.
Shut up.
I would do it if I was him.
Yeah,
I would
wherever
treat
she
her
wants
like
to go.
a queen, man.
And see, the thing is she got all of his best friends together, 28 people. He needs to do the same, if not more.
I would probably get more because she has more friends.
Right.
Whole family, yeah.
So you need to take her somewhere nice and take all of her friends somewhere nice, too.
Okay, Blake.
Today in history, Today in history
put her
is...
picture up on
Yeah, me and Mowgli. Yeah, posted your nudes online. Happy birthday.
I felt bad. We started the show, and I had not offered Alec Fedro any Lone Star.
You playing?
And then I noticed, he found the fridge on his own.
Yeah.
We're on number 2.
Are we doing good?
Yeah, we're good.
With some Lone Star beer?
What's the record?
Yeah, he started
way over 2.
I'm not touching the record. Yeah.
But anyway, Lone Star is sending us out to a remote 2 Fridays from now. The day after. Oh my gosh, the day after the Cowboy game.
It's a big week.
How about that?
Very big week.
It is Nomad Grills in Bishop Arts. You've been out there, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you do a site check?
Yeah, it's really cool. Really nice area. They got an upstairs hang area. We're going to do our show from downstairs. There's a fire pit. There's a patio. There's going to be a big screen behind us. Bars on either side. It's going to be an incredible hang.
Rangers, Astros, as the Rangers try to close in on that magic number.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We all know what that is. Zavala's Barbecue will be there.
Oh, my God.
And Lone Star Beer will be there as well. So join us a week from Friday at Nomad Grills. Free admission. Party kicks off at 4. So I think that means we start at 4. Doesn't really indicate here. But what says party more than us?
On a Friday, dude? Afternoon?
Us and baseball.
You're going to be riding that Cowboy dub high?
I'm
going to be out of control that day.
The football world has been shocked.
Shocked by Shoddy.
The Dumb Zone presents Today in History.
We think they need to get to 86 wins.
To do what?
To get in.
How many do they have?
What are they, 500?
Yeah, one below, I think.
All right.
One below.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
6'6", 6'7". I don't know if you've noticed, Dan, but your Guardians got the hell out of our way.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the dumper don't stop, as Cal Raleigh touched 50 last night.
Damn.
50.
How's our fat guy doing?
Awesome.
Rowdy?
Yeah.
Which one?
Or Jake?
All right, so we'll start with viewer mail birthdays. And I got this over the weekend. It says, Happy Sunday. My name is Colleen.
Hey, now.
My husband, James, is a DF. Colleen Carricker. She says, I write today in hopes that you will announce the gender of our third baby.
Oh, okay. What's his name?
James.
Okay.
Listens to every show.
Damn, this is great.
And I think it would be such a fun surprise.
We should have got, gay young Blake to say it or something.
Our third baby is due in February. We have a 5-year-old girl, Brooke, a 3-year-old boy, Josh.
Oh, that's good. Good start. Don't get crazy.
She asked for a drum roll for baby number 3. It's a boy.
Yeah! Congrats!
Hey, James, about to be playing a little more zone than man-to-man.
Don't ruin this for him. He's got another boy. That's awesome. Congrats.
So now he can name one after himself, maybe, because he didn't do that with the first one.
Brooke is a good girl name.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could name after one of his buddies here.
Yeah, one of us.
On the zone.
Aubrey.
And Aubrey was his name. All right, so
that's awesome.
A gender reveal. Colleen.
Invite us to the shower.
A couple shower?
I'll probably go.
Blake will actually go to your couple
serious.
shower.
Expand his range.
Yeah.
Invite me to the bachelorette party. Oh, wait. You don't get that for kid. Damn it. Anyway.
Oh, should I have included in the news that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have announced their engagement?
Nope.
Does that feel like it was on my stack, but I forgot to? Okay.
I feel like that's big news.
Well, it was announced right around the time we started the show on the Grom, on the Instagram.
I need to ask my daughter about it because she was one of the leading conspiracy theorists on this was all set up to help her new albums and this and that.
Yeah, usually conspiracy theorists kind of walk it back as things get more intense. Or don't you think they're just going to be like, this is all part of it?
Didn't he admit to her being a distraction for him in the last 2 years? Do you think this is going to help? You know what? He just slid down my tight end board.
He should. You know, she's like the coolest person we have on the planet, the most famous, the most popular, so she must be cool. Here's her post on the picture of them. Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. I bet, here's what I think about this. I bet Brian Schottenheimer thinks it's awesome.
I think it's awesome, too. I'm just glad that they found each other.
Do I like two people in love? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, do I like seeing it? I do.
I kind of hope he plans his wedding to
I don't know if
weekend
you know.
we play the Chiefs.
Good.
I don't know if you know that I'm big on family.
And faith.
Got it tattooed right here.
Do you know I had cancer?
Skylar texted me. Sorry this isn't an email, but the great Matt Butt has a birthday today. I'm sure he'll be listening from Chicago, where his wife took him for the Big 4-5. Take her to Chicago, dude. I would do that.
She deserves better than that.
You're right. I would take her overseas when Kristen turns 40.
I think his last name is probably pronounced Boutte or
Hold on.
Bout, but
I got an email from Matt who says, DF number 269 here. I'm a proud member of the Jake's Cigarette Club.
damn
Today
right.
I turned 45. Shout out to fellow members of the DF 69 Club, and shout out to Sam Madison, who I had the pleasure to work with at Big Baylor once he became a nurse.
Hell yeah. Let's check in with those Sams sometime.
Yeah, great intern. And much love to graphic artist extraordinaire Skylar Theo. From Matt Butt, pronounced booty. So it is actually pronounced booty.
It is.
So
He's
calling him Matt Butt is fine.
of the Cajun variety. That is a guy who he was like an ER nurse, had a crazy life, and was like, I think I just want to become like a fitness guy.
Matt?
Yeah, and now he's ripped his shit, and he keeps telling me like, hey, if Clayton wants to get in shape, I got it. And he's like, his Twitter handle is Blue Cheese Wings, and his big push to me was like, you can get in shape and still eat Mexican pizzas all the time. You just got to know how to do it.
Have you ever felt any indication exuding from Clayton's pores that...
No, but you gotta offer. You gotta offer.
Send me his handle.
But the sales pitch you just gave was a good one.
It is. You can do it. It's
Wait,
just
I can
about
eat?
when you eat it and all that.
Ooh, that's going to hurt you, Clayton. I think Clayton likes to eat when he wants to eat.
I know. I don't
Like
blame
Clayton
him.
lives life the way he wants to live it, and he should. We are all gods. We all have TiVo. We all can just shape the world to be the way we want it. Do we want to do a
That's
show
what I
Friday
thought.
morning? We do.
That's what I thought, and then the next thing I know, I'm hearing from the Italian authorities about some photos I posted of my wife. And I'm like, I'm God. And they're like, that's not going to work. But nice photos.
Dear Dan, I recognize the birthday of fellow DZ devotee Brandon, at Brandon F. Dub on Twitter. It is his John Cena birthday. Let's see. His leaders are Rhett Bomar's Right to Work, Sigma Alpha Epsilon Bus Tours.
Wow, that's a great callback. You remember that story, Dan? That was a fun one, really fun one. We tracked that heavy on It's Just Banter because it was the frat boys who were chanting they're like hanging in by a tree. And everyone was like, this is going to ruin these young men's lives. Cancel culture out of control. Like they're kicked out of school and this and that and the frat. And we checked up like 7 years later and they were all like partners at equity trading firms making it didn't derail their lives. Just in case you're wondering.
Hold on, I got a Brandon text.
Dude, what
did he say?
He says, let's do game day.
Men's Health? 12
no,
locations.
I think he wants to do his first interview on next Thursday. I'll have at least 30 minutes off during your show time. How about that for the first Brandon Aubrey show of the year will be on the day of the game.
We love it. We absolutely love it.
Can I
what a
join
guy.
him?
Can you what?
Can I join him?
Hop on the show?
Yeah.
We were hoping you'd jump on at some point.
Boy, that'd be great. It'd be great to actually get to talk to you when you feel good. Because you're going to be all happy and stuff. Be with Brandon. Anyway, he says his Jay Cranfield, this is for Brandon, his unspoken birthday wish is to be buried in milk sheds.
It's a good one.
Which is interesting. Oh, wait. I'll tell you why that's interesting in a second, because I also got Dear Daniel. It's the 31st birthday of my older brother, John. His leaders are Hulk Hogan's Formal Wear, Abuelo's Fight Club, and the rapid improvement in the structural integrity of the foundations of Jake's and Dan's home from Rue.
I'll hit you with a viewer mail real quick. I'm going to jump the line. Because last week we had something from Rue, or regarding Rue.
All right.
And I said, that's a great name for a woman or a dog. And I got an email Saturday. It just says, quote, Rue, that's a great name for a woman or a dog. Damn, Rue, 28-year-old male, Austin, Texas. Now, here's the thing. His name is Andrew. Are we letting people go by Rue? He goes by Rue, apparently.
No.
Isn't there some kids' cartoon where Rue is the kangaroo?
Winnie the Pooh.
Is it from that?
Yes.
In Akron, aren't they Fear the Rue?
Akron University? I thought that was the Zips.
It's a kangaroo.
Is it? No. What are we
Rutherford?
talking about?
What?
Rutherford High School or the Kangaroos?
Oh. That too.
Akron Zips, Fear the Rue.
Play a lot of NCAA, man.
Really? Okay. I had no idea what anybody has been talking about.
The Zippy is a kangaroo?
Yeah.
Did you know that Akron's mascot was a kangaroo?
Absolutely not.
I thought
would have thought
Zips
it was
was like flying or something, some sort of racing.
I grew up very close to there and never knew.
They got a big kangaroo thing going on, or what?
I didn't mean to stop down your show. That was where my mind went.
Okay. Yeah.
Fear the Rue.
Shout out to Rue.
In Akron, where people are not supposed to make it.
Nothing's given, bitch.
Will from East Dallas says, I just saw that Milkshed's birthday is Tuesday, August 26th. Are there any plans to have her on the show? Can we make that happen? So I think he's referring to Sarah Heppola there. I would not refer to her in that way.
No.
But if it is her birthday, then happy birthday, Sarah Heppola. I feel like we're not going to have her on the show because Blake did not move at all once I read that. He didn't.
You want me to call her?
No.
We're on Zoom anyway, right?
Got some today in history. This day in 1961. On this day, the original Hockey Hall of Fame was opened in Toronto. This was just 2 days after the adjacent opening of Forever 21 and Auntie Anne's Pretzels.
It was a big week for that mall.
The Hockey Hall of Fame is literally in a mall. if you've never been there. It's great.
Yeah.
On this day in 1987, Paul Molitor goes 0 for 4 in Milwaukee's win over the Indians, ending his streak at 39 consecutive games, hitting streak, which was the 7th longest in history and the longest since Joe DiMaggio.
Do you identify him
Go Tribe.
as a Brewer or... Oh, of course you do. Okay.
More Brewer. Then he went Twins, Blue Jays, or
Blue Jays Twins. But that's what I remember, you know?
Yeah. The first ever video streaming coverage of a Major League Baseball game happened on this day in 2002.
Rangers. No?
The Rangers.
Yeah.
Defeated by the Yankees, 10-3.
Where was it? What was it on? What was it doing?
MLB.com, first ever streaming game. It said 30,000 people watched at some point.
I remember listening to the Hardline talk about this. It was fun. Back then. It's where? Like Grego's like trying to watch the Rangers.
I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I mean times have changed.
On this day in 2016, this is the day that I guess reporters first noted that 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick remained seated on the team's bench rather than standing for the national anthem before the Niners played host to the Green Bay Packers in a preseason game, saying that he believed the U.S. was oppressing African Americans and other minorities. And
Which
nothing ever came
turned out to be untrue.
That's true.
Well, that was a really fun time for sports talk.
It was. And then every game would be like, did they stand? Who kneeled? Like
Right.
You'd have to report on the 3 players that kneeled.
Oh, my God.
Cowboys locked arms with Jerry Jones.
Then they all kneeled.
It's still one of the greatest sports scenes.
Don't you have that picture?
I do. As provided by Blake, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jerry just looking straight into the camera like, I'm not racist. Locking arms. And then they stand, and now they sit, rendering the anthem completely meaningless.
Who's it? J.J. Abrams has done it again. Mm-hmm. And on this day in 2017, Floyd Mayweather beat Conor McGregor in a boxing match. Mayweather earned $200 million on this. And I believe I was at some kind of a fight party watching that. On this day in 1965,
This
one
is
famous...
disrespectful, but let's go. Okay.
You want to hear Floyd Mayweather try to read a promo?
Please.
I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined iHeartRadio for the Show Your Stripes movement to support hiring vets. Go to showyourstripes.org, a website that connects veterans with
Now, this
employees
is
and helps with
Charlemagne
the
doing
10-second drops I just did.
I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show Your Stripes. Okay. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show Your Stripes movement to support hiring vets. Hi. Okay. I'm Floyd Mayweather.
I mean, it's kind of mean, but he's also a terrible guy, so it's not that mean.
Famous wedding on this date in 1965. Henry Hill was 22 years old. He married Karen Friedman.
Crazy kids.
Other birthdays we have on this day.
Karen.
August 26th. Elvis Andrews, 37.
Tiny E.
Works with Jared now.
And he's kind of awesome on TV. It's fun.
David Price, 40. Today's War Game winner.
God, talk about a guy who was always bound to be a Ranger every deadline.
Did he miss a start because of Fortnite?
He did. His thumbs were all jacked up.
That's right.
He had like thumb blisters.
Yeah.
And I think he tried to lie about it too.
You have to.
Yeah, because what happened was somebody figured it out online.
That he's always on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Solomon Thomas is 30.
He is not great, right?
He's a body.
There's a current Cowboy.
Who's not Mozzie.
Controversial birthday. Wikipedia lists it as today, as does the birthday site I'm on, but it may be December 20th. So,
okay.
Not sure how you can mess this up. ESPN has it as December 20th.
That's a Coppell Cowboy, Dan.
Jamal Lewis, 46.
Jeez. What a fun Madden player that was.
Yep.
Kyron Williams is 25.
Jamal Lewis went to the Browns, didn't he? Ended his career for a few years there.
Did he?
Yeah.
Kyron Williams, this guy could have been a
1,300-yard season in Cleveland. It's
could have
not
been
nothing.
a Cowboy.
Sorry.
Rams 5th-round pick. He's actually a good running back.
Yeah, he's an RB1.
Barrett Robbins is 52.
Super Bowl.
TCU great. James Harden, 36.
Do you know the Barrett Robbins story, Blake?
No.
Is this Kempsman?
Yeah, he went missing before the Super Bowl. Super Bowl, Bucks-Raiders Super Bowl. He was just not around. And then when he resurfaced, didn't know where he was. Didn't recognize Bill Callahan. And, Al Davis wanted him to play. He did not. He did not start anyways. It's a crazy story. I think he was bipolar. Just go missing.
Stan Van Gundy, 66.
And what we're going to do.
Model Ola Ray is 65. She was in the Michael Jackson Thriller video. Playing his girlfriend. Melissa McCarthy is 55.
Skinny now?
Is she?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. At one point, she was.
Kind of like Honey Boo Boo's mom. You have
You'll
to
never
click here to
believe.
see.
You wouldn't believe what she looks like.
Macaulay Culkin, 45.
By the way, Melissa McCarthy added to the list. Why Hillary lost.
What'd she do?
Trust me.
Okay.
She was in the Ghostbusters thing. It felt like she was kind of at the leading edge of but what about us?
Let's build the whole thing out of Melissa McCarthy. Macaulay Culkin turns out to be the second best Culkin. I love Kieran.
I love both of them.
Don't we all love Kieran?
Macaulay Culkin's still awesome.
Is he?
Yeah.
Chris Pine is 45. John Mulaney is 43. He's awesome. Can we agree?
Man, I don't know.
Oh, no, you're against John Mulaney now.
I don't know that I'm against him.
You want to be the guy that was in
No,
rehab?
I want him to shut the fuck up about it. I really do. I thought if we did one special, it would be fine.
Oh, he does too much rehab, Tom?
I think, and there's that. There's also, I think it's weird when guys are, maybe this is not his own doing, but doesn't it seem like people think he's a nice guy? And he kind of lives off, I'm a nice guy.
He looks like a nice guy. Is he not a nice guy?
I mean, I don't know if he's a nice guy or not, but I mean, he went to rehab and divorced his wife and married a famous actress, or started dating her the week he got out of rehab. Could have been a lot going on. Who knows? But it doesn't look good. And I just like for people like me, everyone to know that guy's not that good of a person.
Probably
Mulaney?
Plus, the wife was probably pushing him hey, this will really save our relationship if you go to rehab.
Little did she know.
Yeah.
He seems like an asshole to me. Uppity.
Rapper Big Crit is 39.
So gosh damn underrated. One of the greatest rappers out of the South of the last 20 years. Does his own production. Sings his own hooks.
What's Crit stand for?
King Remembered in Time. Crizzle. One of the loudest rap shows I've ever seen. And in fact, I used to burn this dude's CDs and hand them out. So at college, at grad school, I was really, really into him. Met him at a couple shows, and I was like, "This is how am I the only person who knows this guy at this time?" And then there was a guy named David Hellman who worked for the Cowboys, and he went to LSU. Very annoying on Twitter, and his Twitter profile was biggest Crit stan in the world, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm out." Never mention it again. Out.
Don't let others influence who you are. Just be yourself.
I enjoy it privately now. And when he comes up on a birthday. But
dance like nobody's watching, Jake.
You got to be careful who you associate with. Like, if you're like, oh, I'm really into this guy, and then some guy who's a dweeb is like, me too. You don't want that look.
No,
protect it.
Jake's right here.
I knew you'd
And
agree.
our Dumb Zone birthday of the day, actor Chris Burke is 60.
I recently sent you that audio, right?
What?
I was going through old stuff, and I had never heard it before.
He listened to the whole thing.
And it was it was awesome.
Okay, do you think others have never heard it before? Because I have that audio right here. So,
okay.
Chris Burke, do we know who he is?
You need to reset. My generation does not know.
Any idea who Chris Burke is?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I don't think so, no.
He's got Down syndrome.
Okay.
But he was an actor on TV. And he was in a show called, God, what's it called?
Life Goes On.
Life Goes On. And it was just about a family and the struggles they had, ups and downs. And Chris Burke was the kid in the family. It was about all the, Becca, his sister, and the mom and the dad and the kid and all that. So it was about the whole family. And we would always watch it.
Why?
Like in college. I don't know. I mean, the draw had to be Chris Burke. But I actually watched it and cared about the storylines, and I just remember watching it.
Yeah, it was primetime TV, right? I mean, it was a normal show. Like, it was a bid.
So, yeah, then it would become, to me, on my various radio shows before getting to the ticket, it was like, is Chris Burke a good actor? Because he's playing a guy who has Down syndrome.
And that's one of the problems with representation, right? Is that you get the representation, but then you never know.
Is he actually
is this
a good
person
actor?
actually good at this or not? Right.
I don't know.
The only way to know is to hire Charlize Theron to do everything. Asian, Downs.
So, yeah, now we have the guest. We fast forward to the guest booking league.
People you've always wanted to talk to. 2006,
and I threw him on my list. Wasn't really thinking anybody's going to book Chris Burke. Groobs books Chris Burke, he still has Down syndrome in 2006, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't in remission.
Hadn't healed.
So he's probably 41 at the time, if I'm doing my quick math.
Which is getting up there. Like, that's a healthy person of that affliction.
He's 60 right now.
Wow.
He's got Magic Johnson care.
It's the most nervous I've ever been, like waking up and thinking about it. We're doing this interview today.
Good.
We've woke up. I've been like, oh, we're going to have Troy Aikman on today.
It's reassuring.
We're going to have Jim Brown on today. We're going to have Jerry on today. We're going to have name the biggest celebrities we've ever had on the show. I've never really been worried about any of it, but I was very worried about this Chris Burke interview. I don't want to be mean. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know why we're doing this. Like, I want to cancel it.
Yep.
But I can't. So all I know is we have Chris Burke booked, and I'm regretting my life. and Groobs booked him, and it's the guest booking league. So we get on the air, and Bob throws it to me and says, well, it's your guest. And so here is what happened 20 years ago almost.
Yes, joining us now, you probably, if you remember him from anywhere, you remember him from...
Where are you going to remember Chris Burke from?
Yeah, what, the last weekend's Masters? No, it's pretty clearly the one show.
You remember him from the great television show Life Goes On. It is Chris Burke. Hey, man.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Chris, how are you?
Good. How you doing? I just want to wish Dan a happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, Dan.
Why? Oh, today?
Yeah.
Today is your birthday?
No. Just want to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thanks for being on the show.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sorry with all the confusion. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
No problem.
Let's.
So here's the thing.
Man.
What happened there was Groobs when booking him, and this is a trick we've used, we've all tried to use it, like, I want to book you on the show.
Listen, it would just make his birthday.
It's his birthday, and
If
he
he
would
could
like
talk
to
to
interview
Chris
you.
Burke.
You're one of his favorite actors ever.
There's not a gift in the world that would mean more.
But Groobs didn't tell me that that's how he booked him.
Why would he?
And so I'm already, my head's flying anyway. Like, I can't, I don't want to make fun of him. I did like the show, just like legitimately liked it. And this would look terrible. And this is a fireable day. Like, I don't know what's going to happen here. This is like, so I'm not thinking about anything except like what my questions. And now I start off like that.
And are you on remote?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Were we?
It sounded like it.
Yeah.
So you heard the whole 10 minutes or whatever?
I got through what I could.
Oh, okay.
Man, I love to, like, just knowing Bob, like, the very first Chris.
Oh, and he's loving it. He's like, no problem.
Right.
Like, because he knows it's your job to interview this guy. I'm not going to say a word to him.
Chris.
Good luck with you. You funny, man. You want to put this on your guest booking list?
Let's
see
it. Let's see it, funny boy.
Let's go.
Make him laugh.
There's the bed
See
that
how
you
can
made.
handle this. He's on the phone now, and he's apologizing to you.
That's right. Have at it.
As soon as he said happy birthday, you should have just said thanks.
But I was thrown out. Like, I didn't know what he meant.
It doesn't matter. If he said, hey, heard you got married yesterday. I sure did. I had a great time.
Oh, here's a guy
man.
Monday morning. Why didn't you see the two high safeties and like whatever? Like,
as I'm driving Steve Berline to every game.
Oh, man, yeah.
Like, here's a guy, he would have handled those bullets flying easy. Blake Jones. Born on this day, now dead.
Can I do some Dumb Zone Day?
Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry that I forgot that. Today in Dumb Zone history.
There's a lot here. I want to go in reverse order, starting with last year, which this came up on the show because Dan wasn't here. Any idea on how much a chimp costs? Like, if you wanted to buy one.
I know now.
$grand?
How
10.
much?
$2,000? It's $2,000.
I'm saying 30.
10?
65,000.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what I was.
It was in the Monkey
horrible
Lady
guess.
documentary.
It's been a minute.
Okay.
And I just watched it this weekend, so the fact that I got it wrong is pretty embarrassing.
So I want to do this audio tomorrow because it was the last preseason game for the Cowboys, and it was the first home game.
That's me. My bad.
Oh.
And the Blue Star Network had some issues that were hilarious, and then we also got John Harbaugh talking about getting stuck in an elevator. Jim Harbaugh.
Ah.
And it's too long to play. Yeah, it's too long to play, but it's awesome. Dan didn't get to hear it, so I'd like to do that tomorrow.
Are you going to remember?
Yes. I think. Maybe. In 2022, Dan wanted to be a guy with an architect, and I think you made that happen.
I wanted to do what?
You wanted to be a guy who had an architect.
Who had an... I do.
Yeah.
I have an architect.
Congrats.
That's awesome.
I got
man.
a hot architect.
Yeah.
Probably hotter than
Doesn't
yours.
do a whole lot of architecting, but...
Well, I haven't had her do anything yet. Yeah. I like having her come over and make plans.
In 2021, Dan farted and stopped down the news, and you were in a bad farting era during that time.
He was like hiking his leg up a lot, directing it towards me. It was right after I had gotten the hosting job too. Like the whole first year, he was like,
Felt
"Let's
like
just
initiation.
let it be known who's in charge here."
Yeah.
And like I kind of already knew, but he needed to drive it home by farting at me, and it was always during the news too.
Your segment.
Oh, it's just because that's the way it works out when I eat. I'm like, I don't know. It feels like it's just exactly when I start talking, you fart at me.
I don't know why I wrote this in the notes, but it says Dan lifted his leg to fart.
He did. He did. There was intentionality to it.
So this had happened over the weekend, and I think it just made it to our show. But this, back from 2021, we replayed this 100 times.
Cowboys have another game with Houston tomorrow night, and they are recommending you wear a mask. What do you think the over-under is on that? I'll bet the under. This preseason game used to be the dress rehearsal game. Starters would play at least a half, maybe more. But they don't do that anymore either. Excuse me.
This game will be...
Dude, I remember when the first time I heard this, the first time I ever heard this, a listener being like, "You gotta rewind it, pulling it up, roll, roll,
half, maybe more." But they don't do that anymore either.
I love Dale to death. We all know he's one of the best to ever do it, but he's really leaning into the sanctimonious tone. Because he's hitting you on they shouldn't even be playing the games. Nobody's going to wear a mask. He's mad about that. But then he pivots right into being mad that the starters don't play anymore. Those are basically the same issue. People not masking, and Dak's not even going to see the field. And it's so funny. It's happened to us before. But when you're really on like a I'm holier than thou point and that happens to you, it's so much funnier than if you're in the middle of like just reading a straight news report. Yeah. He's delivering it in the tone of I am better than everyone, and by halfway through the clip, he's screaming for them to roll to just save him.
All right, back to the beginning.
Cowboys have another game with Houston tomorrow night, and they are recommending you wear a mask. What do you think the over-under is on that? I'll bet the under.
High horse.
This preseason game used to be the dress rehearsal game. Starters would play at least a half, maybe more. But they don't do that anymore
High
either.
Horse.
Excuse me. Roll
this game will be.
Thank you for bringing that
back.
Very,
I had
well
to.
done.
And then, okay, just a few things from 2020. On this day, Dan had his email locked because he didn't change his password in time. Those were the good old days. Dan wanted to create a new segment called Is Dan a Bad Person? We were watching the Mavs play the Clippers in the bubble, and Dan said he didn't care about the political statements anymore during the game while the Clippers were on a run.
The bubble was weird, man. But yeah, when you were
Kawhi hits a three.
Like, yeah, listen, you're down by 12, and
I wanted to extend racism.
Yeah,
not end.
Right. When they were kicking it out to like financial literacy for a corner three. Now you're down 15, and then they spray it over to end.
Like, I'm not ending police violence now. Not after that.
No, not at all.
So they had the virtual fans for the bubble, and then wrestling thought that they would do it. And this was the weekend where they had a KKK member in the
Quickly
crowd.
got a guy in a Klan costume on Zoom.
And then this is another story where it was just like anything besides COVID deaths, right? A Georgia mom put a picture of her crying kid online and got mad that people were mean to him. And so I found the picture. It's a kid crying in front of his computer, and she's sad. It said, "It broke my heart. I took the photo. I called him over. We sat on the ground. We hugged and cried together. I told him it's okay. We'll get through this." All because he was beginning his elementary school years at home and not at school with his friends.
That was one of the more desperate mom attempts we've seen.
My kid was in first grade when COVID happened, and she did not cry.
Well, then you couldn't get more followers.
Yeah,
by
fair.
putting a picture of her.
I have 90
she screwed
followers
you.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
I think the first comment was, would you rather send him to school and get COVID?
Yeah, dude. The pain you felt whenever I Am a Man would dunk one home for the Clippers. And all of a sudden, group economics.
Yeah, that's right.
Hitting from the nail. Fuck this.
Good?
Yes.
Born on this day, now dead. It's Strong Woman Day. Naomi Fraley, she was the inspiration for the World War II Rosie the Riveter poster. You know that?
Yeah, it's hot. I've always thought that was hot.
Extremely hot. Katherine Johnson,
let me tell you something, too. This is a in her day piece. Naomi Fern Parker.
Katherine Johnson, she was the NASA mathematician. Whatever. She was in the movie Hidden Figures, portrayed. Geraldine Ferraro, the first female vice presidential nominee.
Yeah.
She must have done well. It's interesting. It's interesting when you think of the first woman this or that in politics, and they always got run. And then it's like first black player in baseball. He's like a Hall of Famer. He's awesome right away. First black,
It's funny.
Like she was with running with Walter Mondale and just got hammered by.
Really an unfair.
I'm just pointing it out. I do not give an opinion there. I just let you form your own.
Yeah.
And Strong Woman Day, born in the state now dead, Mother Teresa.
Kempsman, bro.
What's wrong with her?
It depends. But I personally do not have like a favorable view of like the slash and burn sort of evangelicism. So her bit where she would like go whisper into people's ears as they're dying, like, "You're saved. You're with me now.
Oh, okay.
Your soul is mine."
But they didn't.
They're
want
like,
to.
"Yeah, we don't." Well,
They weren't on board. Yeah.
She's a soul harvester.
Okay.
Basically, she's padding empty stats. You know, DVOA doesn't love it.
So, how many sacks did you have in games?
Right. Yeah. Tell me all about it. And I think part of the deal too was like, because like that's obviously kind of a joke, but there are actual allegations that she would withhold treatment from people and be like, they're fine, they're dying, they're going with God, because she wanted them to die because she wanted to like be like, that's a soul.
There you go.
Basically, a mass murderer.
And then dead on the stay still dead, I have Laura Branigan.
She can't be strong?
She sang the song Gloria. Is that this one? Let's see.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Oh, no, this is a different one. This is Brett Hall.
It is Brett, yeah.
All right, wait. He's firing up the crowd.
Same,
no one in the history
same pep rally, yeah.
could have imagined how this day would ever end. And guess what?
Wait.
You can say, let's go. Guys, what? Guys. To Bartuzzo.
Why can't I find him singing?
Guy, they are the champion.
All right, well.
You skipped the good part.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love you so much. I've seen you
There it is.
at so many places. Oh, we've had a good time.
He's not singing it while this rap is playing.
But these guys.
Pull me up. Pull me up.
And they are the champions. Glory, Gloria, Gloria.
He is singing it with the rap behind him.
I think I got your number, Gloria.
My bad. I thought.
Jeez.
I thought I had the wrong audio.
No, you could.
He's not singing it with this rap behind him. Yes,
You're
he
forgiven.
Is.
It's understood.
My favorite part is like we don't have to go. We've already went.
Yeah, we don't. It's like people are yelling, "Let's go,
go.
let's go." We don't have to go. We already in there.
And died on this day, still dead, Bob Barker.
Oh, wow.
Many people know him from Happy Gilmore.
Wasn't he like a prolific poon hound?
Really?
I don't know. Was he?
I think so.
Like Barker's Beauties.
Dude, I mean,
I definitely saw that one in
his
Playboy.
wife died in 81, and he never got remarried.
And he ran prices right that entire time.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Doing wilt numbers in Hollywood.
I can get you on the show.
Oh, my God.
And that was Today in History.
The price is right.
Closing remarks brought to us by Frankel and Frankel Personal Injury Attorneys.
Alec?
If Alec was driving around his dumb zone wrapped vehicle,
You can still wrap it if you want.
it's out there. We're thinking about it. We're thinking about talking about it. But if you got in an accident, you know what you could do?
Franco, all threes.
That's right. 214 or 817, dial all
They
threes.
need the 333 area code.
So you already know that.
Yeah.
We've embedded that into your mind. The only unfortunate thing is you have not gotten in an accident. You're healthy. You look good. You look like you're.
I did not get on a wreck on the way here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's been at least a year.
Okay. Well,
someone ran a red light and hit me. I didn't know about the Frankels then.
That would be a perfect thing?
That would be a perfect thing, correct.
Or like a tree falls on you.
Retrace your steps of that day. Yeah. Tree falls, 888-214. God, I keep doing that. 817 or 214.
817 or 214. It's the Frankels. You'll talk to a partner. You won't talk to some idiot like Blake. You'll talk to somebody who matters.
What happened?
Like Jake.
The
The Jake of the Frankels you'll talk to. And he matters.
Blake's just going to put you on hold.
Let me get my boss.
That's right. Anyway, so thank you, Frankel and Frankel. And thank you, Alec Fedro, for your offer that we are talking about, thinking about.
I have to thank Blake.
Go on.
This is technically Blake's sit-in for his own community mechanical sale.
I bought a new system through Community Mechanical, and I donated it to Alec here.
To Alec Fedro?
Yeah.
I shamelessly asked. I was like, hey, if no one's claimed, I'll
And
claim.
he had a point.
Yeah. Well, it's nice. I do the...
So I bought a roof from Qualis. I wonder if I have one to donate as well.
Can they just give you $690?
Because anytime I've asked Blake if I could have a sit-in, he says no.
Yeah, he's the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Well, Qualis didn't send your name in.
Okay. All right. Back to Alec.
I do the monthly Blake review, so I think we've missed the past couple of months. I'll still send it to you.
You know that these guys both have ripped me for that. The first one, I think I read too much of it, right?
There's a lot.
And I thought I've pared it down, but you're saying last month I pared it way out? Just
completely out, yes.
I believe you sent it the day after we did the MBR, by the way, if you want to.
I did, yes. I was not expecting you guys to actually be on time with your MBR. Got me on the first day. I was like, shit.
Are we doing it next week, Blake?
Yeah? When's the first?
The first day would be Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
And then you're gone.
Admittedly, it needs to be chopped down. I literally write down every time he speaks.
Boy.
Were you jealous when you found out about the guy who went to every one of his softball games?
No. I was like, amazing. That's awesome. That's dedication.
Who's more impressive, this guy, the softball guy, or Drop Beth?
Drop Beth.
That's a tough.
Who will re-listen to the show?
Tough act to
and try
follow.
out Drop.
Actually, she's in my closing remark notes. You made her cry at the summer event pretty hard. Not her daughter. they had to walk off to the side, and she had to calm her kid down.
Were you there?
Yeah, I sat right next to her.
Okay.
Let's just off to the left.
Listen, you bring your family out to a Dumb Zone event, you know what you're gonna
Yeah,
get.
that's right.
Straight heat.
You've got to warn the kid.
Came for Kemp.
I don't
You
care.
got Kemp.
You bring your big mom tits to the Kemp show. What do you expect?
She got the full show.
She's the only one that cried.
Meet your new stepdad, Toots.
Yeah.
We got through it.
No, that was a great event. I haven't been to any summer bashes, so I have nothing to compare to, but that was awesome.
Why couldn't you have just left it at that was a great event?
Yeah, probably if I went to something else, I would think it sucked.
Yeah.
But I didn't, so it was fine. Is that it? You said you had notes.
No, I've got notes, yeah. I mean, we went through a couple of things.
Jay's going to get up your ass.
Well, we're in closing remarks.
Will you please ask Jared Sandler about could Corey Seager move to first base? That's a thing I heard from Norm over the off season, and I was like, damn, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. It could solve a lot of problems.
Because of because of Walcott or whatever?
Yeah, because of Walcott coming up or Josh Smith.
Yeah.
Solve a problem, putting someone there, and then just disaster at first base. You can just, Seager's production solves that.
That's a good sports point. You know, Pedro emailed me the other day. Maybe we'll do this viewer mail. Anna Kane, Pedro. with why don't they let DeGrom pitch the back half of games? And it was a very detailed breakdown, and obviously they'll never do this.
It's a long-term reliever.
Basically just moving the leverage point of baseball pitchers. The thing I was talking to you about all year of getting back into baseball and then realizing everything comes down to when you go to your relievers and how bad they suck.
Mm-hmm.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's a good sports point, Alex.
That is a good sports point. I really like Norm's point on that. I still kind of listen to his podcast.
You were just wondering.
Yeah, exactly. I want a professional opinion.
And he couldn't find one here.
Yeah, it's very clearly the implication.
Yeah.
Jared will help.
It's hard.
I have a kid on the way in February.
Okay.
And I believe we've found we've been told the gender this week. And so I have an absolutely absurd name to run by you.
Alec, it seems like you would only deal in the absurd on this front. So what do you have?
If you rate this a good rating, I'm judging all of your future ratings. The name that my wife and I have landed on for a daughter is Clementine Liddell.
Boy, it's right on the edge of showy. I do like Clementine because it's old, right?
And Lemon was the nickname we'd come up with out of Clementine.
Lemon?
Lemon.
Because what else do you do? What do you do? Can you be you know how gross the idea of a girl named Clem is?
Yeah, that sounds like a dude.
It's pretty showy. What was the middle name? Liddell? Like Chuck?
My
Iceman?
My grandmother on my dad's side's middle name is Liddell.
That's Riddell.
Oh, damn.
Chuck Liddell's a great pool.
Listen, it's actually not awful. I wouldn't do it because Clementine is a little too look at me, but also it's a pretty name and it's not like Clementine with T-Y.
Yeah, it's not spelled weird.
I-G-A, yeah.
C-H-L-E.
I think for you it probably works. You're a little left of center as an individual.
Yeah, we're not
human.
Doing normal things.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine so. That's actually not. I thought you were going to hit me with what's the Zappa kid's name? Moonbeam.
Moon Unit.
Moon Unit.
Yeah.
So that's not. Yeah, I'm proud of you.
We were going to go with I think Cara was something that she had come up with, and I was like, I have nothing. Give me a list. She gave me a list of 20. For some reason, Clementine was on there, and I was like, sure, why not that?
That's good.
And I guess my...
But your wife had 20 different names that she would have been fine with?
She gave me a literal note. It scrolled.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot. I guess she just can't make a choice. And, yeah, it makes sense.
You got one other kid, you said?
Yeah, I have an 11-year-old, not with my current wife.
Damn, you got started early.
Nice. Yeah, I was 21. So, yeah, that would be early. I would call it that. That was a stupid decision. It was a planned decision. It's stupid. I think that makes it more stupid than an accident.
Planned.
Did you get a younger wife?
No. My ex and my current wife are both older than me.
Okay. Well, you still got your third.
Yeah, right. No, we'll find our Jordan.
We're all looking for Jordan.
30 years from now.
I've been filming a documentary I plan to release in 30 years called Looking for Jordan, where I'm looking for my next wife. Which, it's just me going to hospitals right now, so it's kind of weird.
Just finding infants that look like they might have good skin later.
I'm just really more interviewing nurses.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Does Billy have anything? Sure. Oh.
Okay. Billy, grab a mic.
Thanks for having me in the den. I do have some for the show, for the den, or for the
studio?
The Game Day Men's Health Studio?
Game Day Men's Health Studio.
Where you can get 10% off TRT for life if you mention the Dumb Zone?
Yeah, I do live auctions for records, and so I come across a lot of records in my time. And as soon as I saw this,
do the auctioneer thing.
Yeah, no, I'm terrible at the auctioneer thing, but I do. It's a live auction format called Whatnot, and so as I come along and I find a lot of different records.
You think this is one that the Dumb Zone would like?
This is something that you would need in your.
Well, I don't know what it is, so I will open it and let you guys see it. What do we got? The other way.
There you go. Air Farce Live.
What is this?
Is there a band called Air Farce?
Oh, wow.
And we've got
to go right with Air Farce 1.
It's Air Farce's one live album. I figured you'd appreciate that.
There was something called Air Farce Live. So it wasn't just me.
And now you're in possession of it.
Yeah.
You are. They've got other LPs out there, too. If I come across one, I'll send it your way. But
okay.
Thought you might like that.
What did this cost you? A pretty
What's
penny?
the damage?
Oh, man. Hundreds of dollars. It's no telling what it's worth.
It was a Canadian sketch comedy series.
What year?
1987.
Damn. It preceded Air Farce 1.
No.
So that wasn't...
I thought I invented Air Farce 1.
Oh, there you go. That's it. But thanks, Blake. Thanks, guys, for having me out, and I appreciate it.
Are you buddies with Alec?
No. I was trying to do the show a favor and get y'all a space in Denver for your podcast location whenever you go visit. I'm actually from Denver. I was raised here, but live there now. And I had a buddy that has a really nice spot in downtown Denver.
What's that called?
It's called the Wind Coop.
Is that the one we looked at both of those?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I guess we had already said yes
Correct.
to somebody else. So.
Yeah, so I've just been in contact with Blake. I'm here to help my mom out, and so I asked for some prayer requests, and we kind of went from there. And so here I am today. So I absolutely appreciate it.
All right. How is that moving to Denver, bro?
Fantastic.
Kind of like
I've been there for 12 years. It's like sands all over the beach. Yeah, just wherever you want to go. It's great.
Weather?
It's perfect.
Really?
It's absolutely perfect. I mean, it gets hot, but the dryness. I'll take Colorado summers, and I'll take Colorado winters over Texas any day of the week.
Did you have to adjust to the altitude?
It took a little bit of time, 3 months. I'm a larger man, so it probably longer than most. But once you get there, it's
so when
fine.
you come here, are you like Superman?
Oh, I can chug. Yeah,
go win, hoop it up.
Case of beer, bottle of whiskey, no problem.
Oh, okay, that's
great.
I was thinking athletically, but yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Total athlete here.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, no, I don't know. Did you have yourself a nice Lone Star?
I've had a couple. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
So this is badass. So thank you.
Well,
I think we're waiting on Jake's.
This has been fun.
There we go.
All right. Now we're waiting on me.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
Over and over, I tried to prove my love to you. Over and over, what more can I do? Over and over, my friend says I'm a fool. But over and over, I'll be a fool for you. 'Cause you've got
intentionality,
walk,
intentionality,
talk,
intentionality,
smile,
intentionality,
charm,
intentionality,
love,
intentionality.
and plus you got a great big heart. So over and over, oh, I'll be a fool for you. Now over and over, what more can I do? 'Cause you've got
Intentionality,
walk,
intentionality,
talk,
intentionality,
smile,
intentionality,
charm,
intentionality,
love,
intentionality.
and plus you